Welcome everyone to the Eternal Challenger League Qualifier number 8. It's the last one of the season, guys, and we certainly have some pretty fierce competition today. It's going to be a good one. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape. So for today's bracket in game 1, we have Cheramis, and he's going to be facing off against Maximilian of the Han clan. So it's going to be our first best of 3, and the second best of 3 is going to be Zardar Dwarf facing off against Mist of the, I believe his clan is the Sacred Band. It's going to be quite a bit of fun. 2 best of 3s with a best of 5 finals, our usual format. And the winner of this, of course, is going to be qualifying. So if we take a look at the tablet of Tehenwin here, we have Zyphos, El Halcon, Felcon, Romulanzog, Wareja, Chief, and Lotus Moon, all of who've qualified in the previous weeks. And today the winner will be qualifying for the grand finals, which will probably be sometime in the next 3 or 4 weeks. So stay tuned for that. And guys, thank you so much for joining today. It's a pleasure to see everyone. And I think we're about ready to get into our first game. So let's go ahead and jump in here. Let the players know we're good to go. Start when ready. I'll let them know it is time. And it's going to be Maximilian of Han Clan. Cheramis is going to be playing the Skaven. So yeah, Vampire Coast for Skaven. So as far as the picks and ban, typically our hosts do the pick and ban first. So Cheramis did pick Skaven, and then his opponent did pick the Vampire Coast. And he actually banned the Vampire Counts for his ban there. So the Skaven did ban the Vampire Counts. It is time. I'm excited. This is the last one. And I actually have a really new and exciting, so again, I was thinking about starting another Eternal Challenger right after this one, but I actually have another format that I'm going to be trying out. So you guys will be seeing that coming up in the next couple weeks, and we'll most likely keep the Eternal Challenger Leagues in sync with like new content. So we'll see. But anyways, the new series I'm going to be doing is going to be really fun. I have a couple ideas. Maybe I'll share it over the course of the stream. So, all right, so let's go ahead and get rid of the blocker because I always forget to do that. And thank you, man. So we got Vamsi. Thank you for sponsoring the channel, man. Join the clan. Yeah, appreciate it, man. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're ready for some hot Eternal Challenger League action. It's going to be a good day. Skaven vs Vampire Coast is good. No lag. All is well in the world. Yes, yes. This is not Warcraft, that's for sure. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Skaven because the Vampire Coast army is a little bit hard to tell when they're kind of deployed like that. So for the forces of the Skaven, it looks like we're going to have a big old Ikit Claw for the Lord, and Ikit Claw is going to be on his Flayer, which I like the Flayer option. I think it's pretty good. Give him some AP, really good against Depth Guard, and on top of that, he's a little bit mobile, and he's still a smallish target. That's what's really cool about these things, is they're not like a Doom Wheel that's like a big magnet for fire, right? So I do think that Ikit Claw here is going to be good, and Cheramis does have Warp Lightning. For a second caster, he has a Plague Priest, which is going to be coming in with summons. So the summons are just such a safe bet for Skaven. I mean, you have so many expendable troops, and, you know, they buckle quickly. So having those extra summons is incredibly useful. I definitely like that pick. He's got Clan Rats on the front line. Looks like they're going to be in the secondary, probably behind some slaves, I would imagine. And he does also have Plague Monks, Natty Bubo Sharpshooters. On the far side, he has a Plague Claw Catapult, Rattling Guns Weapon Team, and also another group of Warplock Jezzail. So Cheramis coming in with a ton of firepower here. Definitely very solid. He's got some Rat Ogres here and a bunch of just Haggard Skaven Slave Slingers in the front. So very gun-centric army. If the Vampire Coast comes in with a bunch of Scurvy Dogs and Fellbats, it could be a little bit tough for him. But nonetheless, he does have ample defenses with some Plague Monks as well as some Clan Rats. So it's going to be a good game here. So for the forces of the Vampire Coast, it looks like Maximilian of the Han clan is going to be coming in with Morngul Haunters, and he does have 2 of these. Now, they actually have an item equipped to him, which you don't see terribly often. It's going to be the Scarecrow banner. What the hell is this? I've never actually seen anyone bring this in multiplayer. It must have been an accident, because it only affects flying units, and the Skaven obviously haven't developed the technology to fly it, so it must have been a mistake on that. He does also have a Vampire Fleet Admiral with the Invocation of Nehek, Raised Dead, and the Gaze of Nagash. Front line's going to be Deckhand Mobs, just kind of chaff across the entire front line. 2 groups of Bombers. He does also have the Shade Wraith Gunners in the back, so they're going to be trading some long-ranged fire with the Jezzails, but Jezzails have better range, I think. Yeah, 300 against the 245, so it's going to be a little bit tough for those Deck Gunners to get their value. Last but not least, in the back line, he does also have 3 Carronades. Now, this is going to be good. Carronades are going to be able to kill that Skaven artillery rather easily if he focuses them. And Deckhand Mobs, yeah, 2 Morngulls, Shade Wraith Gunners, and he does have Deck Droppers and some Deck Droppers on the other side as well. So going to be doing some light flank harass, but it's going to be tough with this little Air Force right here because there's so many Skaven Slingers and like Rattling Guns. These guys are just going to get mowed out of the sky. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Definitely has some strength in this army. The double Morngulls are going to be tough to handle. These guys are very strong, but again, if they can get some good Jezzail focus fire, then they should be okay in that respect. So the battle's underway. We're going to see who's going to draw first blood here, and it looks like the Jezzails up in the high ground here are going to be shooting downtown into the Deck Droppers, which are going to be falling back. So Maximilian does respond very, very quickly there, is able to pull those guys back, and yeah, we'll see. They're trying. They got 18 models. And again, the Vampire Coast does have 3 cannons, so if they don't want to move, they're not going to have to. The cannons can just shoot in against the Jezzails. They can shoot in against, the Warp Lightning or the Plague Claw Catapult in the back. But it looks like the Skaven are going to be scooting up a little bit with the Slingers, and that's a good idea. Just get the Slingers close and just have them start pebbling things. I mean, it's free real estate. So all the cannons are opening up here into these Warp Lock Jezzails. And they're going to be able to do some okay damage. I mean, the silver shields obviously don't help against cannonballs, so the Skaven are going to be getting crunched a little bit, but cannons aren't going to kill like hordes of infantry very quickly. And it looks like Charamis is going to be grabbing the Warplock Jezzails and is going to be shooting at the Shade Wraith Gunners here on the far side, and it looks like players just saying good luck, have fun. I was just making sure they had no questions about rules or anything like that. So the Jezzails are taking quite a bit of cannon fire, but yeah, Skaven are scooting forward with their gun lines, realizing Vampire Coast has no mobility. It's going to be a relatively static army here. He's just going to scoot forward with his Slingers and his Jezzails, and oh, the volley's opening up. Oh, this is going to be nasty. Shade Wraith Gunners are going to get crumped by the Skaven firepower. Just brutal stuff. So Natty Bubo Sharpshooters here, yeah, definitely very strong in the situation. They're going to be shooting at the Shade Wraith Gunners and giving them that dirty business. Plus, Plague Claw Catapults also do magic damage, so the ethereal status of these guys isn't really going to do much. They're simply just going to get taken out by those weapons. Now, on the far side, you can see one group of the Warplock Jezzails actually has been pretty much nullified here. It's been taken out down to 9 models from the triple cannon fire, so both players going back and forth. Certainly not a terrible trade for the Skaven. And now the cannons are going to be switching onto the Rattling Guns weapon team, which is not a bad idea. I mean, if he could just methodically work his way through all the guns, I would probably focus down the Jezzails first because they're actually damaging you right now. But nonetheless, it's not a bad idea. So yes, guys, for everyone joining, this is the first game of the day between Charamis, who's playing the Skaven, and Maximilian of the Han clan, who's going to be playing Vampire Coast in this game. So it's a gunline battle so far. The deck gunners are actually shooting in, getting a little bit of poke here, but it looks like they're certainly getting the lower end of that trade. Invocation of Nehek is going to be trying to top those guys off, but there's just a lot of magic damage on the Skaven line. I mean, Jezzails don't do magic damage, I suppose, but the Plague Claw Catapult certainly does. So that thing is going to be able to melt these guys relatively effectively. I suppose the fact that they're ethereal is the only reason they're actually still surviving against those Jezzails. But here comes the Plague Claw Catapult, and I could have sworn that does magic damage. Let's check. Yeah, it does. So it's going to be that evil plague magic. So the Shade Wraith Gunners are crumbling, -14. They're probably going to be disintegrating here. And that's the thing about deck gunners. On paper, they seem like they're pretty good, but more often than not, it just seems like the deck gunners are they always just get focused down. And I don't know, they just seem weak to me. Invocation of Nehek going to be trying to top those guys off. It's a risky investment because they're already crumbling, so that Invocation is working against a crumble mechanic. But the Skaven are going to be swarming in, and it looks like deck gunners from Maximilian do swoop in and attack the Natty Bubo Sharpshooters in melee, getting some pretty good damage. So good harass coming in so far from Maximilian. He's also going to be shooting. But yeah, the Skaven are getting closer. The firepower is coming to bear. And oh, a beautiful plague cast right there from Charamis with the Plague Priest. He's able to just melt this entire formation of the Zombie Pirate Gunnery mobs. They're the bomb variant, which you don't see terribly often, but nonetheless, that was a pretty good little cast there. Now, the Vampire Coast army is a little bit tightly packed. You can normally spreading out to your maximum width is going to be the more optimal way to play, but it looks like maybe he's just trying to keep his army tighter. And you can see the Plague Priest is going to be coming in, dropping some summons, most likely in the secondary line. Some of these filthy rats are going to pop up. Now, if the Vampire Coast is kind of paying attention here, they can simply grab like a Morngul and kind of tear out those guys off. It shouldn't be terribly difficult. Rat Ogres from Charamis are going to be slamming into the front line, going to be beating down the Tide of Skjold, but still there's a lot of Vampire Coast to kind of work through here. Slingers are in okay shape, and look at this. In the back, Maximilian is actually able to get his deck droppers onto this unprotected Plague Claw Catapult. That is a huge disaster there for Charamis because they're going to get broken off. That is a lot of value to get. So far, a pretty evenly fought game. I would say the bounce power is relatively in the middle. The Skaven are going to be surging in. You can see there's going to be some clan rats in the back line. And oh man, that's a little bit of a slow reaction there. Lets those clan rats get into the back line, which now they're probably going to be able to beat down those gunnery mobs. The Morngul Haunter is going to be just in mortal combat with these Plague Monks here. And Charamis' forces are finally grinding into the front line. It could claw a little bit mixed up into the halberds. And you can see here Maximilian is going to be getting his Morngul Haunter and attacking this rat. So Ikiclaw is going to be getting, he does not want to be fighting that Haunter. The Haunter will have an incredibly good matchup against him. You can see the Skaven Slave Slingers are pebbling in here and getting some decent work into the back line. And Vampire Coast is actually dropping some summons back here, which is going to help negate the pressure of the Skaven to the back line. Rat Ogres, yeah, if the Rat Ogres could actually detach from this fight, pull up and around and get on top of the cannons and just sweep through the back line, that would be something that Charamis needs, because I think his army's kind of faltering a little bit against his Vampire Coast force. The triple cannons are actually able to kill pretty much all of his guns, and on top of that, his Plague Claw Catapult, which is one of his saving graces, is really getting pounded here. So the Carronade in the back, yeah, there you go. So Charamis did get up and around with the Rat Ogres. Now he's beating down the Carronades. If he could sweep through and get all 3 of these Carronades, that would be just something, that would be a huge boon for him. That would probably get him back in the game here, considering the bounce of power is a little bit in the favor of the Vampire Coast. Oh man, they got terror out of those Rat Ogres. Must have been the Morngul Haunter. Morngul Haunters are such a good unit. I mean, the fact that they have a slow, plus they also have terror, very, very strong. Now, If these Rat Ogres get terrified off the battlefield, no, they came back, which is good. So Cheramis is going to be able to re-rally those guys if he can. Ooh, that's not good. And the other Rat Ogres also get broken off from the crossfire from the Carronade here. So the Skaven still have a bit of an advance coming. They have some Plague Monks. They do also have Ikit Claw coming in here on his wheel and the Plague Priest. But the double Morgul Haunter Pit coming in from Han Maximilian seems incredibly strong. Those guys are doing a great job just terror routing and just spanking up these Skaven. And we're going to see how it goes. So this is the first game, of course, in a best-of-3 series. There's going to be some clan rats coming back down the hill. Of course, the cowardly Skaven are always going to be coming back here. Ikit Claw is able to ride through and punish some of the guns over here. And maybe he's going to switch on to this cannon crew. But the Rat Ogres, good micro there. Cheramis is able to kind of force path past those guys. And he must have some summons left as well. The Plague Priest probably has a couple casts. But it's going to be so tough for him to take down that Morgul Haunter. And the fact that he did lose this artillery back here was pretty disastrous too. And you can see these deck droppers just cackling, running in there, doing a very, very good job. We're going to see how it goes. We got some Shattered Skaven on the far side. We do have Rattling Guns weapons team down to 7 models. Skaven Slave Slingers are being pursued by Deckhand mobs. Plague Monks should be able to kind of clean up the rest of this chaff. And the bounce power is so heavily in the favor of the Vampire Coast simply because these Morgul Haunters haven't taken like any damage this entire game. I mean, they're just in great shape. And I mean, maybe through attrition, the Skaven can wear them down just with bodies, but even still, I don't think that's going to be easy because these guys, you know, they have the hunger, they can heal themselves, they cause terror, and clan rats are just kind of like, oh man, the pimp slap of the gods on that guy. Plague Priest here just gets absolutely mauled here by the Morgul Haunter, and the Plague Priest is infantry size, so the bonus versus infantry on the Morgul Haunter is really going to play into a big effect here. So we're going to see if that Plague Priest can live. The other one is getting chased, Ikit Claw is getting chased down by the other one. But check this out. So they have a slowing orb that's really good. It's actually, I believe, called the, oh my god, look how terrifying would that be to have the thing crawling after you. 36% speed nerf. So Ikit Claw actually becomes slower than the Morgul Haunter on his Flayer. Flayers aren't like super quick. So the Flayer there is going to be getting pushed off. And Vampire Coast looks like they're going to be taking this game. Really cool build here. Seeing the double Morgul Haunter there. Very, very solid stuff. In the meantime, the Plague Priest here is going to be in mortal combat with the Haunter. I mean, if this Plague Priest plus these Clan Rats were able to kind of drag this guy down, but I just don't see that happening. These things are very tough to kill. I mean, things like Rattling Guns and Jezzails could have focused them down, most likely, but the Cannons were able to clean those guys up, so that was certainly very good. Yeah, Haunters are good, but you have to remember, they cost like 1,500 gold apiece, and he invested most of his army in those guys. So game one is going to be going to Han Maximilian. Man, what a battle there. I really didn't think that the Vampire Coast army would have the tools to win that game, but you know, the one prediction we made that was relatively accurate was the fact that those Morgul Haunters were going to be the things to carry the game. I just felt like the Jezzails would be able to kind of tear things up, but the triple cannons were really solid as well. Those things just burnt down. They burnt through the witches, all that kind of good stuff, and yeah, just got in there and did it to it. So game one is going to be going to Maximilian. Let's update that, get the blocker back up, and game two. Okay, so Han, pick, and ban. And start when ready. Switch map also. All right, guys. So Brandon Carlson with the $5 donation. He says, "Can we donate to the final pot for when Falcon inevitably wins the grand final?" Well, yeah. I mean, I put up a fair amount of my own money for that. Usually about $150. So yeah, you guys are donating to it. Don't worry. But yeah, if anybody wants to be a sponsor for the grand finals, I mean, that's certainly something I'll take into account. All right, so we got a PayPal donation from Michael for $5 as well. Thank you, man. So Maximilian is going to pick Empire, and he's banning. Let's see who he bans. That was a really good Vampire Coast build, actually. I like that. And he bans Dwarfs, which is good. So clearly he knows the meta. Dwarves have a very good matchup here. So now Cheramis is going to have the opportunity to pick against his Empire. And he can pick anyone except Dwarves. The Scarecrow banner only affects flying units, so actually it does nothing against the Skaven. Tiamat 64. Yeah, I thought the same thing, but it's just, I'm trying to think. Skaven have nothing that can, there's no flying rats in this game, so I don't think it affects that. Yeah, who knows? I'm sorry about that, guys. A little bit of like sand on my desk or something. But this is game two. Yeah, there's not going to be any Dwarves in this particular match. It's going to be Empire. Cheramis has the opportunity, like I said, to counterpick. Against Empire, I mean, there's a couple good choices, honestly. I mean, Empire's kind of like one of those factions that is just, they're hard to play, but I mean, I don't know. What are terrible matchups for the Empire? Beastmen, I think Beastmen can be tricky for them. I don't know. Even still, though, I mean, because you have these nice terror-causing lords like Karl and Boris who can really spank down the Beastmen. So it's actually going to be Empire versus Dark Elves. This is going to be good. All right. Good. Good, good. That was a really good first game. Definitely pretty even there. Flying rats. You know, there's the weirdest phenomenon. In my backyard, there's a giant palm tree, like in the back edge of my backyard. Like it's pretty much off my property and my neighbor's property, but it kind of drapes into my property. And there's actually legitimately a family of like rats or mice, I don't know what they are, that live in that palm tree. And they live like up in the crest inside of the palms. Like, I don't even know. It's the weirdest thing. And like, you can see them scurrying along its branches and just like, it's pretty weird for sure. Tiamat64, thank you, man, for the donation. And also you're a sponsor here on the channel. So extra generous from you. Support the state troops. Faith, steel, and gunpowder. Well, I know where your allegiances lie in this matchup. Yeah. If Skaven were able to fly, oh man, that would be quite a scary thing. Hey, Onyage. Yeah, this is the last qualifier. This is the last qualifier, my friend. You're in the Discord, aren't you? Yeah, I would have loved to have you in this event, man. I hope you're doing well. Also, guys, we have a new... So Onyage says, damn, I'm just about to move and be able to play again. Oh, so you're not able to play right now. Okay. We'll get you in the next season, man. I'd love to have you in here. Obviously, you're a legend of the community, and it would be an honor to cast your games. Well, they're like on my neighbor's property, technically, Misha. And, you know, also, I'm kind of one of those people who's like Wookiee doesn't have any teeth. He couldn't eat them. Wookiee has like, I don't know, he has no teeth left. Our other dog could, though. But I don't know. I'm one of those people that just like, I'm a pretty diehard animal lover. Like, I had a friend when I was a kid who had a pet rat, and it was like super nice. I mean, I've never been grossed out by rats, and yeah, I can't remember its name. It was like Pickle. I think Pickles was its name or something. It's something really stupid. This is when I was like 5 or 6. I was really young, and I remember it would like come over and like be all nice and like nudge against you and stuff. And I was like, oh man, like, so I never like looked at rats like this vermin that like, you know, yeah, like, I guess it really depends. Emmy says, so glad to catch you. Back in December, I promised I would, if you pass your job interview, donate. Oh, cool, man. Sounds good, man. Sounds good, Emmy. Appreciate it. All right, let's get rid of the screen blocker. It is time. Onyage, sounds good. Is that why you're friends with Ryan? That's really funny. Yeah, but we're going to have a new series coming on relatively soon. So Eternal Challenger will probably keep it tied to content drops. But in between, I have something really fun that's going to be coming up. I'm just going to be working out the format with a couple other folks. But it's going to be a fun series that you guys will certainly get pretty invested in. It'll be a tournament series, much like this, but a little bit different. All right, guys. So for the forces of the Empire, led by Han Maximilian, he has Boris Todbringer. Wow, this is like some like just off-meta... Look at Toddy's going to be on a Pegasus. Now, he does have the Midland Runefang for healing, and he does also have an Amethyst Wizard on the ground for Spirit Leech. So, very simple kind of leadership kit here. Definitely some cool stuff, though. Front line's going to be Flagellants. Flagellants are unbreakable. So, I actually like Flagellants a lot in a multitude of matchups. They're going to be able to hold and take a beating for a long time, and therefore allowing your Cav and other troops to do some very heavy lifting. All right, guys, so we do also have some Pistoliers, Outriders with grenade launchers, and yeah, it's going to be some, I mean, they're good. Dark Elves have a ton of lightly armored infantry targets, so the grenade launchers plus the Pistoliers are quite good in this matchup. Plus, he does also have Spearmen in the back, Knights of the Blazing Sun here, a cannon in the back, Knights of the Blazing Sun, and a Spearman here as well. And yeah, it looks like he's just vanguarding everything else. Well, the thing is, if the backyard, the family of creatures that lives in that tree, it's in my neighbor's property, so... yeah, so they'd have to do that. But it just kind of like drapes over mine, so I see them. Yes. Dark Riders with repeater crossbows here for Cheramis. He's got a whole front line of the Black Ark Corsairs with handbows. Not a whole front line, but a couple of groups. 2 groups of Coldmoon Knights to battle the Empire Heavy Cav. In the front court is going to be Sisters of Slaughter, Sisters of Singing Doom. So we're going to literally have shirtless, basically half-naked ladies fighting against shirtless Flagellants. It's going to be great. On top of that, we do also have Big Mama Marathi, a great pick here. She's going to be able to dual Toddy super easily with her magic, most likely, if she has Soul Stealer and the Heartrender and the Dark Sword, and that is it. So definitely a very strong Dark Elf army. The Empire front line is going to be in a little bit of trouble in terms of just pure troop quality. However, if the Pistoliers and Grenade Launchers are able to soften up those Sisters and Witch Elves, that could certainly be a very different game. So Big Mama Marathi is going to be coming in. I wonder how she would duel against Toddy here. Looks like they're going to be going for the duel right out of the gates. A Spirit Leech is going to be going down on Marathi. She does have Soul Stealer to heal, but that's certainly going to give Toddy a bit of an advantage there. Grenade launchers are going to be turning about face, and let's go ahead and take a look at the first volleys here. So some of them are actually Outriders, and the grenades are shooting in and getting some nice damage. That's really good. That's about, almost 25% off those Sisters, and they're probably just going to be switching onto the Witch Elves here. So very cool builds coming in from Han Maximilian here with the grenade launchers, and now they're going to be shooting into the other group of the Witch Elves. Some pretty good counter skirmishing coming in from Chermis, though. He does also have the Blackheart Corsairs with the handbows, and those guys are going to be shooting into the Pistoliers, which is a good choice. The direct bowfire is going to be good against the very light armor of the Outriders with Pistoliers. So they're going to be falling back in the meantime. Witch Elves and company are going to continue to advance. Oh no, in the back line, an absolute disaster for the Empire. There was a vanguard of the Slaanesha's Harvesters in the back, and unfortunately, Maximilian didn't see those guys, but the silver lining is, if these Knights of the Blazing Sun are able to finish them and get them off the battlefield, that will be a worthy trade. 800 gold on the cannon for almost 1100 gold on the Doomfire Warlocks. However, it looks like Chermis is able to get back with his micro here, and it's going to be a pretty good situation. So a bit of a rough trade for the Empire in the back line, but the Empire frontline harass has been pretty good here. You can see the Sisters of Slaughter taking a bit of work, but the Corsair Fire is now going to be going into the shirtless, naked Flagellants who have pretty much no missile resist. So it's going to be a bit of a pickle there. Up in the sky, we have the Duel of Duels. We have Toddy, who's going to be dueling Marathi, and Toddy's actually getting the upper hand in that fight. I mean, his combat stats are better, objectively, but Marathi does have magic and better armor-piercing values, plus a bonus versus large, so she has a lot of things going for her, but I think the damage she's taken has been pretty rough. And look at this. So, Han is able to actually get the trade on the Slaanesha's Harvester, so suddenly that backline trade of the cannon doesn't really matter, honestly. I would say that the Empire actually came out ahead there, because, again, Slaanesha's Harvester is much more valuable than an Empire Great Cannon. The Flagellants in the front line are getting spanked out pretty good, but man, Toddy's giving Marathi the business. He's just like on the hunt right now. Look at this, just getting in there. And you can see that Marathi's going to be trying to fall back. She does get a Soul Stealer, so that's going to be quite good. And she does have the support of better infantry down here. She has the Corsairs who could not do a ton of damage, but at least it gives her a buffer. And oh no, the Sisters of Singing Doom are coming in, and they have Rampage. If they're able to Rampage Toddy and drag him there, and then Marathi attacks him in the back, that is going to be really strong. In the meantime, Chermis is going to be surging through with his Cold One Knights, trying to get into the back line and get on top of some of these Pistoliers and these other units here. And the Empire Knights, the Knights of the Blazing Sun, have hammered and charged into the front line against these Blackheart Corsairs. But the Cold One Knights, are they going to countercharge here? That is the question. Probably not safe because, when the Knights of the Blazing Sun detach, there's Flagellants coming, there's a Deathcaster coming, Spears are also going to be coming back. If they're able to pin in these Cold One Knights, that could be quite the pickle. But look at this. Oh, beautiful play here from Chermis. He's able to get Toddy with the Witch Elves, Rampage them, and then it's Big Mama's house now. So Marathi's going to be coming in, pinning this guy down, and if Big Toddy goes down here, I mean, he's not terribly expensive, but it looks like it'll be a pretty dominant situation over here for the Dark Elves. Marathi gets hit with another Spirit Leech, though. She's definitely going to be needing another Soul Stealer, and a beautiful charge coming in from Han. He's able to get Maximilian there, and he's able to get a great charge on the Sisters of Singing Doom with the Knights of the Blazing Sun, which is going to melt them, and it looks like Toddy, is he going to escape? There's going to be some Witchcraft going down. It looks like a Soul Stealer is going to be hitting them, which is going to be healing up Marathi. You can see her HP is rapidly climbing here. Bounce Fire is pretty even, actually. It's a close game. The Sisters are able to eventually win that frontline engagement, and you can see some of the Witch Elves in company have pushed into the back line, but they're still somewhat healthy Flagellants. But look at this. Golden Knights getting a great pin on top of the Knights of the Blazing Sun here. So good situation here for the Dark Elves, and I think the Dark Elves are just barely pulling ahead in this game. Relatively even. Toddy with the body is back, and he could potentially change the tide of this game. He does, of course, heal with his Midland Runefang. So if Toddy can just kite her, get Spirit Leeches on her, and then countercharge her at some point in the game, maybe that could allow the Empire to claw their way back in. It really matters if Marathi does have another Soul Stealer. Now, the Empire is going to be collapsing right here, but the Flagellants are going to keep fighting to the bitter end. Very, very cool units. Over here, we have some Outriders with grenade launchers, so it looks like Maximilian still has a couple of troops here. His grenade launchers and company could turn around and shoot, but it looks like the Slaanesha's Harvesters might be able to kind of screen him off the map. It really depends here. There's only 7 of those guys, so they're not going to be like super impactful, but at the very least, you get the free magic from them. Balance of power is a little bit in the favor of the Dark Elves, but it's certainly very close. Toddy is continuing to heal, but it's going to be a while before he gets to a substantial HP pool again. And the Knights of the Blazing Sun are taken out by Big Mama Marathi and a couple of these Witch Elves right here. So if we take a big overhead look at the battlefield, Empire has some decent skirmishing elements. They have Outriders with grenade launchers, Pistoliers, and a couple other troops here on the periphery that can shoot in and maybe take out some of these Dark Elf forces. I mean, you know, honestly, if the game devolves into a bit of a kite and he still has decent ammunition, he doesn't though. I mean, he has ammo and grenade launchers, but these Pistoliers are both out of ammunition, so he's not going to be able to rely heavily on those guys. Toddy, in the meantime, over here, not sure where he's going. Oh, it looks like he's going to be trying to take out these Knights of the Blazing Sun to free up these grenade launchers, which is pretty big. If he's able to free up the grenade launchers and Spirit Leech Marathi, that could actually be quite substantial. So very, very close game here between these two players. Make sure they have no questions. They're just saying ready. And you can see here that Marathi's going to be charging in, finishing off the Knights of the Blazing Sun. So both players just kind of, you know, slowly whittling down the remnants of the other opponent. Whatever they can get, really. They're just kind of wearing those guys down. These brave flagellants of Sigmar fighting to the bitter end. And look at that. Up to 30 kills in those guys. Not bad, considering they're fighting Sisters of Slaughter and some very elite Dark Elf troops. Now, is the Empire going to be able to stabilize its mobile force? It looks like Knights of the Blazing Sun are going to be taking a hammering charge into those Cold One Knights. Very good stuff there. Cold One Knights are going to be crumbling simply because the Amethyst Wizard plus Toddy are here. So there's two elite heroic units who are going to be fighting here. And yeah, these guys are going to be going down. And this is great. I mean, the longer that Maximilian can draw out this game, Boris has healed up almost 700 HP since his initial fight, which is going to make his final duel with Marathi all the better, right? Plus, the Amethyst Wizard probably has at least one or two more Spirit Leeches left, so there's certainly you know, elements going well for both players. What a great game. These players seem to be very evenly matched here. Pistolier is going to be just chasing off some of the scraps. There are some Brave State troops coming in, some Spearmen. And you can see over here, we do have the Dark Riders with repeater crossbows. They're just going to be, I feel bad for these guys. They're just like, oh god, this sucks. This sucks so bad. This is terrible. There's all these Dark Elves coming in, and they're just going to get wrecked like from every angle. God, that would suck to be part of that regiment right there. Just being left derelict. So yeah, they're going to get pushed off, probably just get massacred here. And yeah, Dark Elves are going to be cleaning this up. Now, Charamis still does have a couple Blackheart Corsairs with handbows, so he does have some counter-skirmishing potential. And the Empire is going to be sweeping in with their Outriders with the grenade launchers. Those guys are going to be coming in to drop some hot fire, probably on the Witch Elves. There still are repeater crossbows too for the Dark Elves. Not much HP or model count on those guys. It looks like there's only 14 of them, but they have ample ammunition, about 7 volleys in total. Someone in chat says, it's great to see Chinese players represented in the ECL. Yeah, Han is a Chinese clan, yes. So right here, the Empire is getting in position. Pistoliers ready to go. Going to be shooting into these Dark Riders with the grenade launchers, but the Dark Riders might be able to get a couple kills right back, but there's barely any of them. The grenades coming in and blasting those guys into another dimension. Oh, and that last volley coming in from the Pistoliers doing some pretty good work, but are they going to charge in now? Looks like they're taking a charge against Corsairs. That is a bold strategy, Cotton, but he's going to pull back rather quickly. Obviously, he has some very good micro here, so very, very good stuff there. And Marathi comes in to kind of counterplay that, and you can see the Coldham Knights are going to be surging forward, but the Empire does have the initiative in terms of its missile play here. Some Spearmen are going to be resting on the other side of the battlefield, just getting their fresh composure. And Toddy's going to be coming back in as well. But right there, I mean, not a bad trade there. These Pistoliers getting forced off is quite good. And if Marathi is able to get these Outriders, that is going to be great as well. But look at this, guys. Toddy's coming in. And if Toddy's able to catch Marathi, that could be tough. She has 105 against his 105, so they have the exact same speed. So if one of them does get the acceleration bonus of attacking, that's going to make a pretty big difference. Oh, that is not good from Marathi. She gets actually the first charge on her and gets hit with a Spirit Leech. So Toddy's going to be getting that acceleration, but she's going to be coming in with a Soul Stealer. Now, the fact that she has to use a Soul Stealer here... Oh, look at that Word of Pain coming in. That is huge. Marathi might be able to win this duel. His melee attack is now 7. And you can see here, Toddy realizing it's a losing fight is going to be running here, which is a good choice, but Marathi pulls ahead in terms of the battle. Wow, look at that. Great, great timing there by both players. Marathi is, yeah, she was able to pull a quick one on him with some witchcraft for sure. Very, very good witchcraft. So right here, the Outriders with grenade launchers are able to shoot in here, just going to be laying waste to a lot of these Dark Elf forces. A couple Knights of the Blazing Sun also going to be coming in, but the fact that Marathi was able to really push back Toddy like that, that is huge. That is really big. She also healed, and you can see that she's back up to 2,000. And the bounce power with that does go heavily in the favor of the Dark Elves. Now, a lot of these Dark Elf troops are getting grenade launched pretty bad. You can see 7 shots on these ones. Marathi's going to be going in for the disruption, and another Spirit Leech coming down. And I wonder if these Pistoliers are going to go and surround Marathi. That wouldn't be a bad idea to actually surround her. Now, you can't do that, though, because there's too many Dark Elves nearby. But yeah, the firepower coming in. Outriders here are just about out of ammunition. Coldham Knights might be able to get a charge here and actually get a couple. Yeah, you can see a couple Pistoliers do fall to that onslaught right there. And the Spears, the Spearmen with shields, are going to be able to fight as well. But at this point, Charamis should probably just get his Witch Elves and just chase them down. I mean, that's free real estate right there. But I think once the Spearmen fight, it's going to kind of signal the final engagement here. So some of the Pistoliers are going to be countercharging these Slaanesha's Harvesters. And they're at 0 leadership with 168 HP, which is quite something. Marathi comes in as well, is able to pick off the Pistoliers. Man, what an intense game. Now, is there any ammunition left for Maximilian? Yes, he does have a couple over here. So the Outriders with grenade launchers are going to be shooting in here and getting some pretty good value right there against the Blackheart Corsairs. And Toddy's coming in, actually. That's a brave Toddbringer right there, but he needs to pull back. If he gets caught by these Golden Knights, that's just going to be a horrible situation. So Toddy's trying to run away. He does have the support of some Pistoliers, and it looks like there's going to be some Witchcraft coming down. This could spell the end for the Empire, even though they've done a very good job clawing their way back into this game here. Oh, that Soul Stealer was nice. That was really good. It hit the Pistoliers, plus it also hits Toddy. It's ticking. How much HP does it do per tick? Let's go ahead and take a look. 842 to 710. That's pretty substantial. That's big. And the whole time, Wrathy's just kind of healing up. And it looks like Toddy's going in. He's like just getting a little bit desperate here. He's like, screw this shit. I got to fight. And Toddy gets a huge blow on Wrathy. Wow. Going out like a true hero of the Empire. And there we have it, guys. Cheramis is going to be taking game 2. Does not look like the Empire has any way of getting back in this game. What a battle between these two guys. This is great. This is so great. So, guys, the champion of Han Clan for today did drop that game, but he's 1-1. He won the first game in a very convincing fashion. Cheramis fighting and scrapping against a very solid kind of a dynamic build there, and Cheramis is able to bring it back. So, guys, we have a 1-1 series here. All right, let's go ahead and update that. Cheramis is going to be going up there. And let's get the blocker. GG. That was, Cheramis says that was intense. Maximilian says, poor cannon. Yeah, he's laughing about the cannon. Damn, that was a really good game. Jeez. All right. Last game. It's the rubber match. It was Vamsi. It was a very good game. Cheramis says, poor Boris. So, guys, we're going to see what the players pick. So Cheramis is probably going to be going with one of his stronger factions, I would imagine. I know he's a very good... Skaven was, I think, is the thing before. We're on Alpine Ridge, which does have that massive slope in the middle, so it's going to be a little bit of a deterrent as it pertains to direct artillery warfare. And guys, we have a couple donations I did miss. So we have Cedric. He says, watching you from Montreal. Right on, man. I actually, my dad has dual, or had, I don't know, yeah, I think he still does, dual Canadian citizenship. So I actually was in Canada quite a bit as a kid. Never been to Montreal, though. Cool, man. Glad you're enjoying the content. Justin Schaefer, thank you for the $2. Rando Howard for the fat, chubby 10. Near Immortal Elves. Shouldn't fight naked. It's irresponsible. Armor up, ladies. That's fair play, Rando. Fair play. And we have a new member, Tamonten. Thank you, man, for joining the channel. Now you get access to that new badge. And, of course, all the memes to... Wow, wait. Cheramis would pick... He picked Chaos, but did not ban Vampire counts. Wow, that is a bold strategy, Cotton. Vampire counts are a well-known hard counter against Chaos. I mean, Chaos can win it, but it's very, very tough. So, I don't know. Ah, man. I mean, Greenskins aren't that bad for Chaos. But maybe it's just his personal preference, right? Man, that's hard. I mean, Cheramis putting himself in the ropes here. Maximilian's going to pick Vampire counts. Oh, man. I'm really eager to see this one. Vamsi, I'll be putting up a schedule in the next couple weeks. We're going to have a new series, but typically these are always on Saturdays at like 11 is my streaming time. So every Saturday at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, but it changes sometimes if I have like life stuff going on. Calgary. Yeah. So my dad is a television actor. My father, he's a TV actor. So when I was a kid, probably like 10 or 11, he was on a TV series in Canada, and he did like 3 or 4 seasons there. So every summer I would go like stay with him for a couple months because my parents were divorced and they had a shared. My dad would get to see me during the summers and things. Not every summer, but so I would go and visit him for like a month in the summers or so. And yeah. The Dark Lord Felcon arises, cheering for Cheramis, it would seem. All right, it's time. It's go time. So the thing about Vampire counts that's really good against Chaos is their Mortis Engine effects are just so punishing against Chaos. And Chaos can bring some missile play with like, Marauder Horsemasters and things like that. But then Vampire counts have really good tools for chasing them with like Direwolves and Fellbats. So Mortis Engines are very punishing against Chaos. And of course, I mean, the breath attacks, Terrorgeists are super efficient against Chaos monsters. It's just tough. Oh, man, my shoulders are killing me. They're killing me, Smalls. Thank you guys so much for joining today. I really appreciate having everyone on the stream. Neiman, you've missed 2 really close games, dude. You got to go back and watch those. This is the rubber match. This is game 3 and the first best of 3 for today. But again, we have Zardar Total War coming up next. And, oh, sorry, 1 second. Yes, my favorite faction is going to destroy some Chaos Abominations. All right, so Maximilian is ready. Cheramis has, this is a hard, if Cheramis wins this, he truly deserves to be in the finals. Because this is an incredibly hard matchup, and I can see Maximilian's build. It's pretty good. I mean, it's not like, yeah, it's pretty good. His build is pretty good. All right, there we go. Just checking the microphone, making sure everything's good. Hey LZ, I'm glad you can make it, man. And thank you guys so much for sponsoring. I see it's Monten. You now have the Squig. The Squig is the one you get for like the first month, and there's a different one that you get for the longer you're. I think the final one is like Mazda Mundi or something, or Kolek. I can't remember. All right, guys. Cheramis putting himself on the ropes, picking Chaos, but not banning Vampire. I mean, I feel like Chaos, the only really terrible matchup they have is going to be Vampire Counts. They can do well against Coast, I think. I don't know. We're going to see how this goes. Yeah, watch them later, Neiman. Those games are really good. Like, super close. High micro. Good gamesmanship. Good sportsmanship. That's the most important thing. If players show good sportsmanship in my events, like, I'll always invite them back. It's just if people have bad attitudes, typically, that, you know, that's a no-go for me. Sportsmanship is, like, the most important thing. Even if they're not, like, the best players, if they have good attitudes, I'll always get them back. So, yeah, I mean, when you play Chaos against Vampire Count, there's a couple ways to play it. And yeah, this is one way to play it, is going for the Air Force dominance. So you go with like a Dragon and the double Exalted Hero, just Air Force Goon Squad, and you just dominate the skies. You kill the Terrorgeist, you kill the Zombie Dragon, and it's certainly quite decent. Or you can go on the ground and go with Kolek and a Dragon Ogre Shaggoth and spam Halberds and just kind of play this defensive Death Star, which is how I prefer to play it, but I mean, everyone has a different, way of dealing with things. On top of that, Cheramis does also have 4 groups of Marauder Horsemasters, so he's going to be trying to pick apart the Mortis engine, which this build's actually pretty good. My only concern is, does he have enough elements to stop the mobile units, like the Direwolves, plus the Fellbats and things like that? It's going to be a lot to deal with, so we'll find out. For his Infantry Corps, where did he put those guys? I think he has them over here for now. He does also have Chaos Warriors with Halberds, Mirror Guard. So he's going to be hiding most of his forces here, which is smart. Cheramis, it's a really hard matchup. You got to do what you got to do. So I think just going over here and harassing and trying to whittle down the Vampire counts before you take that infantry fight is going to be super solid. Yes. Yeah, it's a good build, honestly. And for the build of Maximilian, champion of the Han clan, he does have Chillgeists. Chillgeists, how are they going to do? I mean, there's magic damage. No Flaming Sword. Okay, so it's going to be a little bit tough to kill the Chillgeists, actually. He does have the Chaos Sorcerer with Fire, so Fireball and Burning Skull. And the battle's underway, so right away, both players are like, oh shit, we're right next to each other. But Cheramis reacts immediately, basically. He's able to get away, but these guys do have a Chilling Aura, so it is able to slow them. Granted, the Chaos Air Force could come over here and probably kill this entire core if they engage. I mean, the Dragon's going to be super good here, and Vampire Counts don't have any, like, reinforcing elements nearby. So if the Chaos Dragon is able to get in there, it should be okay. In the meantime, the Air Force is coming in, and the Chaos Army is going to be lurking in the shadows over here as well. And a breath attack coming in on the Terrorgeist. It does a little bit of damage here, but, the Vampire Count Air Force is closing in rather quickly. So they're trying to wear these guys down. The Manticore's going in, the Dragon's going in, and the Dragon might stay up in the skies, but no, he's going to go in, getting hit with a Spirit Leech as well. And you can see the Dire Pack and the Dire Wolves and the Chillgeists are being forced back. They're actually in weak binding right now, and the other Marauder Horsemasters for Cheramis are going to be pulling back as well. So a bit of a tricky situation in some regards, but the Spirit Leech going down is certainly going to be quite impactful. But it looks like we're going to have our Cataclysmic Air Force fight already. Like, the Vampire Casters jumping in, everyone's just jumping in there. The Chillgeists are going to be coming back in as well, which is a little bit scary because the Chillgeists do have that slow. So the slow is going to be able to do quite a bit of work. And yeah, 2 groups of Marauder Horsemasters pretty much out of the picture already. The Fellbats are being kited rather effectively here by Cheramis with the Horsemasters, but now we have this Air Force fight. So is Cheramis going to take that fight? It looks like he's thinking about it, but I mean, he is able to get some Direwolves down, but that's so tough. Yeah, losing those guys, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Fireball is coming downtown. The Fireball is going to be going, and it looks like it's a little bit of a swing and a miss right there. And the Horsemasters are kiting backwards, and they'll be able to kite these guys relatively effectively. I mean, if Cheramis can then get rid of all of the Vampire Count mobility, like the Fellbats and the Direwolves, and kind of free up his mobility case, I think he'll be in okay shape here. So it looks like there's going to be an Air Force duel of some sort. Maybe. No, I don't think... Yeah, to answer your question in chat, I don't think there was screen sniping going on. Like, the other game, like, Han had his Like the Cheramis Vanguard deployed like right behind his cannon and got it for free, and it's just like he didn't react at all. Like it totally, I really don't think they would be doing that. So up in the sky, it looks like we had a bit of a duel. I think the Exalted Heroes might want to just turn around and fight. The Chaos Sorcerer Lord on the Dragon is getting hunted pretty bad, and I think he needs to, I mean, if he just keeps running, he's just going to get just poked down by the Terrorgeist. The Exalted Heroes need to fight this. They need to turn around. It's a really, really hard matchup. Yeah, the Dragon aim wasn't the best. Over here, the Marauder Horsemasters actually do take a 2v1 fight against the Fellbats and the Direwolves, and they're probably going to win that. But the Chill Guys are coming in just with Rock Hard Vengeance, so it's looking pretty grim for Chaos already. I mean, unless they can really turn around this Air Force fight somehow. So right here, this Exalted Hero is being dragged down. I think he just needs to commit to a fight, honestly. I don't think he can afford to run like this, because he doesn't have any like supporting elements on the ground or anything like that. Yeah, so we'll find out here. You can see the Chaos Sorcerer is going to be getting hit with the Spirit Leech right there, and the Manticore. Ooh, it gets caught. Ah, man, I just don't see how Chaos can win this. I mean, Maximilian's doing a pretty good job hunting down the Horsemasters. And the Chaos Air Force is just, it's like the Walmart Air Force. It's not going to be able to, like, oh, a nice breath right down the pipe. Good cast right there. But it's like, all this running is just getting him more and more beat up. And it's like, he has nowhere to run. He has some infantry on the ground, but, like, what are they going to be able to do? Nothing. Like, they're just going to be hanging out. And the mobile forces, I often think that if you want to go with, like, the Marauder Horsemasters, like, bringing a group of Chaos Knights just to be, like, a sweeper unit is going to be good. But the Chaos Air Force is just getting trash canned pretty hard. Yeah, I mean, both the Exalted Heroes are a little bit beat up. This one is relatively healthy, but maybe he can turn around and fight. We're going to see the Vampire of Death is on the hunt. The Spirit Leeches are really good, too. Chaos has no way of healing, so it's going to be pretty big. And yeah, he's going for the ground fight. He's going to be trying to pull them onto the ground here. So he's landing with everything, just trying to clean up and rescue his Horsemasters, which is a good choice, because there still is, I believe, a Mortis Engine. The Vampire count ground force is pretty weak sauce. It's actually just a couple Spears and a Mortis Engine. So it's really nothing there. I mean, Chaos will win that fight. So Chaos surging in. The Chill Guys were able to get healed up to full. Yeah, it's tough. I really do prefer the Kolek style of play, using like halberds and that like Helm's Deep. But I mean, this isn't bad either. But it's just like it's hard to pull off. Like his Air Force just got dominated by the Vampire count one. I mean, even with this Air Force, with the Exalted Heroes plus the Dragon, I mean, they would lose to Manfred, a Terrorgeist, plus a Vampire. Like the Vampire with Spirit Leeches and Manfred with the heals. There's no way that Chaos Air Force could contend with that. I don't think. I mean, had the gun was just like one Terrorgeist and the Vampire Lord on the Dragon, Manfred, then maybe they would have had a chance. But in this case, like in that, it's just the Vampire Air Force was just so much better. The Walmart Air Force, yeah, absolutely. So Chaos is going to be coming in with their infantry. The Chaos Sorcerer Lord probably going to come back, actually. Maybe be able to get some fireballs. Chill Guys in the meantime getting... There was no magic damage either, so Chill Guys... Honestly, it was a pretty well-picked army here by Maximilian. It was solid. He didn't even have to use his ground force. It doesn't seem like he's going to need to. The Exalted Hero here is going to be going after the Vampire, it looks like. And maybe he's going to be pulling back up here. Going after Manfred could be good. I mean, if he can kill Manfred, the Chaos ground force will win this fight, eventually. And the Exalted Hero does jump back in and is able to get on the Vampire, who does pop the Immortal Will. So a lot of people don't know this. Vampire casters also have something called Immortal Will, which heals them. It's like a free heal. You don't even have to use Invocation. It's really, really powerful. Oh my god, and that Exalted Hero just gets banged on by Manfred and that Terrorgeist, and that's going to be GG, probably. Yeah. Yeah, Jeremy's dropping the GG. It's looking like an anticlimactic third game, but nonetheless, it's a super hard matchup, and Maximilian's army was very well picked. It was very, very well picked. It controlled the skies. Like, even that big investment of a Chaos Air Force couldn't beat that Vampire Air Force, not with the magic. It's just, you know, the Spirit Leeches plus the Immortal Wills and the Invocations. Manfred's pretty powerful. Terrorgeists are able to beat an Exalted Hero, so it's just like Manfred can beat the Chaos Sorcerer Lord. The Terrorgeist can easily beat this guy, and the Vampire Caster can probably beat him as well. So the Air Force fight is pretty non-existent. The first fight was a little bit rough, losing, you know, one Horsemaster, arguably. He could have just abandoned one and pulled back, but I still don't think he would have been able to win that against that Air Force. It was pretty tough. All right, so let's go ahead and update the scoreboard. With that, Maximilian is going to be advancing to the grand finals. 1 second here. All right, and we'll get the blocker back up. And Cheramis is saying, too bad I was caught there in the forest. Yeah. All right, so Max host. Okay, we'll tell Maximilian to host finals, and now we're going to be getting ready for the next one. Which, let's go back to the desk while we set all this up. The power of technology. All right, we're going to get the next one going. Let me go ahead and double check and make sure everyone's ready. All right. at... So next game, it's going to be Zardar Total War facing off against Sacred Band Mist. We're going to see how that goes. Should be good. Yeah, the Chill guys were pretty good. Chill guys did some work that game. There was no magic damage, though. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, Reginald, I just saw your message. No stress, man. All right, we're just going to see if the game's hosted. Test your might. I love it. Hey, Magic D, thank you for sponsoring, man. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, apparently in Europe it's like super hot right now, right? It actually cooled off in California today, which was nice. But I know Lady Turin, my lovely wife, went back to Poland to visit her family, and she was like, "Oh, finally I can get out of this like LA heat," and she's just like suffering over there. All right, cool. Looking for the game right now. So they're hosting it. All right, so we're gonna do this. Cool. Send them a message. We're getting it all set up. Zardar Total War Warhammer 2. That would be pretty good. I like that. I like that. So let's take a look at the brackets for today. So if we look at the brackets, Maximilian is going to be moving on to the grand finals. And we're going to have Zardar Total War and Mist facing off here in this next match. Best of 3. A very good first series we had there. Very, very good first series. For some reason, I can't see his... Oh, I think it's because he's invisible or something. Man, we got a rock hard Farragon. Oh my god. Magic G with the sponsorship, and then Farragon coming in with the 50. Celebrating the grand finale here. Thank you, man. It's been a while. Good to see your good to see your face again. All right. So I think the reason I'm not seeing his game is because he's invisible on Steam. So we're just working out some technical difficulties while we chat here. Come on. All right, guys. 1 second here. Maybe I'm the one who's like on invisible mode. Let me check, make sure. No, I shouldn't be. Can't see invite. Yeah, thank you so much for the 50, man. That's very generous of you. All right, so we're looking for the ECL game right now. We're gonna go back, refresh. Still nothing. Zardar and I usually don't have problems finding each other's games. So maybe I'll just end up hosting it in spectator mode. All right, cool. So I'm just going to host it. So be it. Host game as a spectator. Spectator mode is pretty nice, actually. Yeah, a pretty substantial portion of the Total War community. Germany has a really big Total War community, from what I understand. All right, guys, the game is up. We're just gonna get the boys in here now. Zardar Total War having a little bit of a bug there, but that is a-okay. All right, guys, let's switch back to the lobby and have some fun here. Aha. Gotta update the scoreboard too while we're here. Sorry guys, a little bit of a bug on Steam. Should be fine though. We'll be able to, there's other games open, so I'm hopeful for it. All right, Zardar's here. Now we just need to get the Mist, his opponent. So we'll just put Zardar for short, because if we make it any longer, it's just gonna like be super ugly looking there. And then he's got his opponent Mist. I've actually landed in Germany several times, laying over to Poland. Yeah. Everyone's always really nice there. All right, cool. All right, guys, we're just getting the final touches here. And let's go ahead and add him. Sorry for the delay, guys. For anyone watching after the fact, there will indeed be links to everything. Cool. Dun, 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 dun. All right, cool. Yeah, sometimes when you're connecting with like different regions and things like that, it can cause some drama. Holy shit, you guys see what Farragon said? So Farragon just dropped a $2 donation and he says 300 likes by the end of the stream and he'll donate $100. Come on, smash it. Yeah, thank you, Farragon. That's really nice of you, man. Holy shit. Okay. All right, we're in. And as far as the maps go, the maps for today are going to be Pillar of Bone, Altdorf Outskirts, and Kelp and Coal Dust. All right. Pillar of Bone. Hey. So Zardar, pick and ban first. Start when ready. Make the boy pay. Oh my god. Oh my god. So Zardar says he's... Oh, are they already ready? Oh, shit. That's what I like to see. So yeah, we can start, I guess. Yeah, because they were waiting, obviously, in their own lobby, so they might have already worked all this out, which is nice. So it's going to be Norsca versus High Elves. Zardar on Norsca. High Elves are going to be played by Sacred Band Mist. I believe Sacred Band is his clan, so we'll call him Mist. We'll see how this goes. Hey, Caleb. Yes, you are catching it live on this fine Saturday afternoon. We're in our second best of 3 of the day between Zardar, Total War, and Mist. And the winner will be going on to face Han Maximilian in the finals, who had a very nice showcase against Cheramis with a 2-1 victory. That was a good series. I really do think that the vampire counts are just so good against Chaos. It's so hard. And if anything goes wrong, it's like you just lose the game. Jason Denny, thank you for the 199. He says, we hit 300 likes. I'll match Farragon. Holy shit. You guys, you don't have to do that. Thank you guys. Damn. 300 likes, huh? We're close. 50 more. Yeah, we got 577 people. We should be able to... Sacred Band is a clan? Okay, cool. Thank you, Lucas, for sharing that. Got to make 50 accounts to like him up. All right, guys. And here we are. It's going to be Zardar Total War leading the forces of Norsca. Front line is going to be Marauders across the entire front line. Spears in the secondary. And honestly, standard Marauders do pretty well against Spears. I mean, obviously, they will struggle against anything elite. But against, like, Chaff, they do okay. He's got 2 groups of Spears in the back to fend off Reaver flanks and things like that and help against Dragon Princes. 2 groups of Great Weapons. Familiar with Great Weapons, pretty good against High Elves, good against Dragons, Phoenixes. Vulnerable against heavy Sister Fire, but again, heavily armored themselves with base missile resist with the from the Mist. So these guys are, yeah, solid pick here. On top of that, Zardar does have the Soul Crusher and Wolfric the Wanderer here. So, I mean, even though there are halberds, like, halberds, yes, they're good against large targets, but if you have a giant erect mammoth just, like, riding over all of your forces, like, it's going to be rough, Bob. It's going to be rough. Like, the halberds aren't able to hold it in place. You need halberds plus mass, typically speaking. On top of that, there's a Shaman Sorcerer with Death, and it looks like in the back we do have some Norscan Warhounds, and that's pretty much it for the Norscan army. Very cool stuff. And for the forces of Sacred Mist, he does have Illyrian Reaver Archers, Silverhelms here. Silverhelm's pretty good at just charging chaff. And Phoenix Guard mixed in with White Lions, a very elite army. Ilariel the Pigeon Queen on foot, 2 groups of the Lothern Sea Guard, one of which is going to be the Storm Riders. Riders on the Storm. Such a great song. And we do also have White Lions in the back. Hayden Mosier, thank you so much for the donation, or not donation, but for sponsoring, man. I do appreciate it. Welcome to the crew. It is time. Oh, I'm definitely not a millionaire, trust me. The thing about being like a YouTuber is like when you work at a company. So I basically, before this, I was an athletic director. Before I'll, while I'm waiting for these guys to set up, I was an athletic director, and I made relatively decent money. But the thing that was really good about that job as an athletic director is I got really good benefits. So I had really good healthcare and insurance and like all that type of stuff. But when you go out on your own, and like run your own business, like a lot of those things you just have to deal with. That's like really the biggest thing that catches you off guard. And also like doing taxes, because YouTube just gives you a flat sum every month of your ad revenue. They don't like take money out for taxes. So you have to like manage that all yourself. It's a lot of stuff like that that can catch you off guard. But yeah, I mean, I suppose I may actually have to get shoulder surgery in the next month. I actually went to, yeah, so a bit of an update. I went to a doctor yesterday. So I've been going to different doctors for my hands, and they kept like essentially misdiagnosing my hand, right? So I finally went to a doctor who got it right because he did a more advanced kind of screening technique. So basically, I've had a torn labrum in my right shoulder for 8 years, and on top of that, he was able to look into my wrist with a better screening technique and found out that I actually have I think it's like a partially torn ligament in my right wrist. Yeah, and just a bunch of other shit. So anyways, I'll get into that later. But so into this game, guys, the Norskins are going to be advancing right here. You can see a little bit of light skirmishing coming in from the High Elves. I mean, but it's not going to be terribly devastating. These Marauders are pretty much designed to take this type of focus fire. Zardar with some really good micro. He's keeping the Mammoths back out of range of the Reaver Archers. So he's only going to pull them forward once his front line gets a little bit closer. So very, very good micro right there. Incredibly solid stuff. So Marauders are going to continue to waddle forward here. You can see some of the focus fire coming in from the Reavers into the doggies in the back. So these Norscan Warhounds are doing it to it. Yeah, the torn labrum thing sucks. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, it's because my like bicep and shoulder have been messed up for like 8 years. I haven't been able to do much. Plus my hand's messed up. Yeah, I must have had something really bad happen. I can't remember, but yeah. Anyways, you can see here that the Storm Riders are going to be unleashing into the archers in the back. Marauder Spearmen do not have shield, so a decent target nonetheless. Now, the High Elf front line is of pretty good quality. The Phoenix Guard are going to have their work cut out for them, though. Those Mammoths are big, and they're thick, and they're angry. Wolfric does have his pirate ship, potentially. Yeah, so you can drop the pirate ship on top of the Phoenix Guard if he wants to. Ooh, nice cast right there into the Storm Riders in the back, able to just Shrek those guys. Silver Helms in the flank, able to hammer into the Marauders, but it looks like the Warhounds plus some Spearmen are going to be able to kind of screen those guys out. Now, the big thick Mammoths are in here as well. And like I said, as long as the Mammoth doesn't stand still amongst the Halberds, it's going to be incredibly tough to kill. You just march it down the line, you get in there, and you do it to it. It's going to be good. So right here you can see Big Papa Mammoth. I don't know. I think this is just Soul Crusher. Is that Wolfric? I think it's Wolfric up there. But yeah, the battle's relatively even. The High Elf front line obviously holding on several fronts, but the Mammoths are just running rampant. Like, I don't know what the High Elves are going to be able to do against the Mammoths. I mean, yes, the Halberds can kind of chase them, but if the Mammoths keep cycle charging and just running back and forth, it's going to be incredibly strong. Now, the Reaver Archers here for Sacred Mist or Sacred Band Mist are getting some good shots into Wolfric, but Wolfric should be able to just slam into the back of the white lines here, which is going to open up a ton of pressure. So the double Mammoth sandwich coming in and just slam dunking all over those guys. So those white lines get terrified and just dunked on. And it looks like Zardar Total War is actually getting the Mammoths and methodically going through the white lines and just trying to get rid of the targets that are easier until it moves on to the Halberds. On top of that, you can see the Miststalkers are in relatively good shape. The Deathcaster needs to get out of there. It's getting very low, so a little bit of a misplay there, letting those guys get caught. And the Shaman Sorcerer of Death is going to be getting hunted here. Oh, is he going to get away? Is he going to get away? Oh my god, I just saw those donations. I will get to those as soon as the game's over, just so we don't miss out on the action. God damn, guys. So the Marauders are going to continue to surge in here. White Lions getting chased off by a lot of these guys. Really good hound play in the back. Norscan Warhounds are chasing down these Reaver Archers. What Sacred Mist should do, Sacred Mist should grab these guys and 2v1 those hounds real quick. Reaver Cav are actually really strong in melee combat. Better stats than hounds, and he does that exact move. Very good play there by Sacred Band. Mist, goddammit. And he's going to be collapsing in there, and he should be able to finish those guys off. So that is going to be very, very solid. In the meantime, Soul Crusher and the War Mammoth and company are going to be just getting in there and just getting all swiggity-swooty up into these Phoenix Guards. So nice stuff there. And it looks to be a very even game. Both players performing extremely well. Very, patient here with their plays. Alariel's in trouble, though. Oh, Spirit Leech, and it looks like the Mammoth Pound Squad is coming in. Alariel gets pinned there. If Wolfric is able to switch onto Alariel, he could kill her very quickly. Hunter of Champions going down. Spirit Leech going down. Oh, no. The Soul Crusher. Is it going to crush the soul of Alariel? We'll find out in the next episode. Also, something else to take into account is the fact that there's a lot of terror here. And it looks like Phoenix Guard are immune to psychology, but is that because of the boon of Aisha? It might very well be, because Alariel does give an aura that gives immunity to psych and magic damage to all nearby troops. So it could be that. I can't remember if they are naturally. But if Alariel stays amongst those troops, they will be immune to psychology, which is certainly going to be very, very powerful here. So in the meantime, you can see these Famir and these other troops here, the Miststalkers, are going to continue crumping down in the main line. A nice Shield of Thorns going down from the High Elves, which is going to give them physical resist and some decent stats. But the Mammoths are just like too much to handle here. I mean, you really need like Sisters of Averlorn or like Dragons or Phoenixes to really fight those guys, because Halberds can't do it on their own. That's kind of a misconception. People assume if they bring spears or like things like that, they can kill these like high mass monsters just using spears. You can't, because they keep pushing through you. Unless they just sit there and fight you. I mean, yes, in a long game, if they brace and it's just 1v1, they might be able to, but typically in a situation like this with supporting elements on the ground, it's going to be really hard. So the Mammoth's just continuing to just roll over those guys. And with that, Zardar Total War coming in, just going ham bone with the double Mammoth beatdown. It was well played by the High Elves, and I actually did like his build, but you need more mass against Norsca. You can't let them just run over you with monsters like that. So well played to both players. So Zardar Total War is going to be taking that first one. Blocker is up. And now I can get to the donations. All right, guys, while they set this up, holy shit. Oh my God, chicken dinner. Yeah, no kidding. All right, so Farragon says, the support is real, love the content, man. I missed 99% of the streams, so I'd like to support when I eventually do cash one. Farragon, holy shit, man. That's super generous. All of you guys. Colm Corbeck, well done, lads. Now no money for the mug, Turin. Thank you, man. Oh my God. And Jason Denny said he would match it with the $99.99 special. I said I'd match it, and there it is. You guys are so generous. Holy shit. That's and that helps a lot, because healthcare in America does suck horribly. Like when I get an MRI, which is like I have to get 2 MRIs this next week. They're $300 a piece, so it's fucking like $600. It's such bullshit. Now, if I had an employer who had really good insurance for me, it's like I would be able to, yeah, it's ridiculous. But anyways, that helps a lot. Thank you guys so much. That is super fucking generous. The Turin will be paying some extra taxes after tonight. Yeah, probably. No, I'm pretty smart about my taxes. I always put away money. As soon as I make it, I put it away. So I put away a lot. Infinite Wanderer, no worries, man. Enjoy your D&D campaign. Sacred Band is going to be picking Skaven and banning Vampirates. Okay. And the next map is going to be Altdorf Outskirts. So that's going to be here. Damn, thank you guys so much. That's what brings a tear to my eye. Wookiee will eat well. You guys want to see Wookiee? I feel like we deserve to. After that, he might shit on me though. He just like looks up at me like I'm thinking about it. All right, hold on. I'll get him. All right, Wookiee. Oh, come on, little friend. All right, so here's the beast. Andre says, I have to admit, I do not play this game because my PC is shit, but I watch all your videos. Cool, man. Look, this is him. He says thank you. He's like, now Turin can afford to pay my medical bills and I can live another 2 months. Look, he's great. He's so good. No, he's very healthy for an old man. He's turning 15 soon, actually. In the fall. He's got his 15th birthday coming up. Oh, yeah, get those yawns. There you go. I figured you guys would appreciate that. You guys paid for my MRI. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Well, he says, what's up? He's missing Anna a lot. He's been like following me around. He's like, hey, man. Yeah, he's a little chaos spawn. This is Wookiee, my dog. I've had him for 10 years. We rescued him when he was 5, and now he's quite old. All right, Wookiee. Say goodnight to the team. You thought that dog was a taxidermy? That's horrible. Turin, if you wait long enough, you might finally get a president. Yeah, universal healthcare. Oh my God. All right, Wookiee. Oh, his bones like we're cracking. Here you go. Back to your little bed. Oh, no. There you go. That's a good boy. All right. Hold on, Wookiee. Let me get you a more comfortable sitting situation here. There you go. All right. All right, we're back to the game. Oh my God! What the hell is happening here? So, okay, Wookiee I think wants to go outside. Here, come here, buddy. So Rado, thank you so much for the 20. You have my axe, dude. And Valnir 19 with like we can rebuild him. Oh man, what am I? That's so great. Thank you guys so much. This is definitely the most generosity I've seen on the stream. Holy shit. Means a lot, guys. And I have a really fun video coming out for you guys tomorrow. So my next video, man, Valnir, thank you, dude. I really appreciate that from all you guys. Well, I'm going to be getting hopefully rebuilt soon. Most likely I'm going to have to get shoulder surgery and wrist surgery. So there will be a couple weeks where I'm going to preload content. So because I potentially have like a partially torn ligament in my wrist that's been causing these problems. So yeah, we'll see, guys. We'll see. But thank you so much. That's very generous, guys. Holy shit. Okay, come on, Wookie. Let's put you outside, little buddy. Ugh. So it's going to be Averlorn versus Skaven. Man, I'm still like taken aback by that. So yeah, basically the MRI when they bill it to my insurance, I think is like $1,500 to $2,000, and my insurance covers like 70 or 80% of it. So it depends on how much it is and like what part of the body and stuff. Yeah, yeah, because I have to pay for my own healthcare since I'm self-employed, so it's not like as good as like a really good like employer provided healthcare. Like when I used to work for as an athletic director for a pretty big company, like everything was like free. I got like basically. I would take like some Robo Skaven arm. I don't care. Just give it to me. I just want to be able to lift weights again and like exercise, because I can't. I mean, I can't really like. I can't do bicep curls. I can't do pull ups anymore. Like I can do plenty of push ups, but like yeah, I just want to be able to do all that kind of stuff again. I mean, yeah. Wicked D, thank you for the 5, man. Thanks for casting my game with Falcon. Dude, that was a great game too. HSR 426 says, I work third shift and your live streams have always been perfectly timed. I'm glad to hear that, man. What time is it where you're at? Thank you, man, for the 50. God, I don't even know how to react, man. Yeah. Yeah, it's we got to start here. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm the host. I was like, why isn't the game starting? It's like frozen. I was like, no, not after all this. Oh, man. Thank you, man, for the 50. I really do appreciate that. After surgery, yeah, after surgery, I'll be able to get back into potentially. I'll find out next week. I have my consultation on July 10th, and we also have another donation on the PayPal. Let me make sure I get that. $15 from Will Jameson. Thank you, man. Thank you, guys. Well, yeah, I'd like to get it done before like Warhammer 3 comes out. So then, because I could potentially be like streaming every day and just going like really balls deep into it, rather than just like being limited. So Magic D, I'm enjoying it, dude. The cream of the crop rises to the top. We got, this is the second best of 3. So this is the first game of the day for them. It's going to be Zardar Total War facing off against Mist. And it looks like it's going to be Averlorn. Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure. It's the healthcare in our country sucks. It's confusing, and like it's just it's like you go to like doctors, you have to like give them your insurance, and they have to talk to your insurance to get your freaking like to find out how much you're gonna owe, and sometimes they can't do that right away, and like then you get a bill later that's way more than you expected, or it's just it's just like for example, like anyways, I don't need to get into all that. So yeah. Community's going balls deep today. Oh yeah, for sure. They're riding that Gorst for sure. All right, guys. It's time. Second best of 3 of the day. It's going to be Zardar Total War leading the forces of Averlorn. So, of course, Averlorn is a dual faction, which means they have access to a couple Wood Elf units. So they have Dryads in the front line, which are quite good against Skaven. The magic damage on the Dryads is really, really good against like Plague Monk and Death Runner type units who do have physical resist, which is surpassed by the magic damage of the Dryads. So incredibly good stuff. On top of that, he does have a secondary line of Lothran Seaguard up in the skies. Wait, no, Zardar won the first game. Yeah, sorry, I just got like so taken aback by all that stuff. So, and we got a Flamespire Phoenix up in the sky as well. which is good. It's able to go around, snipe targets, it causes terror. The bombs can actually be pretty decent against Skaven blobs, so I really do like the Flamespire Phoenix pick here for Zardar. He's got Silver Helms, he does have Alariel, the Pigeon Queen, and 2 Nobles on Chariots, which are, you know, they can be taken out by like Hell Pits and Rat Ogres, but for the most part, they're able to get into that cookie jar quite well. Now for the forces of Sacred Band Mist. In the front line, he's got Skaven Slaves with Slingers, as well as regular Skaven Slaves. Secondary line is going to be Clan Rats. Plague Monks in the third, Rattling Gun Teethbreakers in the back, Doomwheel Ikit Claw, Dwarf Thing Menace. So it's basically just a bum rush build. Like, it's just going to be getting in there, like not playing that ranged game at all, and really just trying to overwhelm its opponent. Now it does have the Teethbreakers. That's going to be the only missile tool, and they have an ability called the Concealment Bomb. So that does make them unspottable, which is kind of cool. So if you're going with like a Death Star like this and just kind of pushing in, I mean, he has Slingers still, so it's not like a true Death Star, but even still, it's a nice little build here from the Skaven. Oh my goodness. I'll take a look at that after the battle, guys. I gotta focus on the games. Yeah, this is wild. Skaven Slaves are going to be surging down the hill, followed up by some Clan Rat support. Dryads are easily going to be able to mulch through the front line of Chaff, but once they do get to the Plague Monks, they'll encounter some resistance. Plus, there is also a Plague Priest with a Mortis Engine effect, most likely because it's on a Plague Furnace, so the Plague Furnace is going to be very good here. And I wonder what the Teethbreakers are going to be focusing. Zardar's Dryad's certainly going to be good, and he does have the Lothran Seaguard to focus on Rat Ogres, and it looks like the Pigeon's going to be going in to attack the Rat Ogres and get a Terror Route, so it'll probably Terror Route these Clan Rats very quickly, at which point the Rat Ogres will be isolated and pinned in against the Dryads and things like that, so we're going to see how that goes. In the meantime, Silverhelm's getting a nice hammering charge down here, and these Rats just getting run over. So this entire Skaven flank is just getting collapsed. Beautiful overload here by Zardar, able to kill, you know, 1,000 gold worth of units at barely any cost, maybe 300 gold for him. Now the Skaven are going to counterpunch, getting a charge with Plague Monks and the Dryads. Frontline fight is underway over here, and you can see Ikit Claw is going to be rolling dirty into some Silver Helms. He is very, very tough to kill, and plus the Plague Furnace here is going to be draining everything with its Mortis Engine effect. And now the Skaven are really starting to pour it on this side of the battlefield. But over here, Zardar with a very, good situation, but the Skaven just have waves and waves of troops. The Dwarf Thing Menace is also going to be surging in, but the Flamespire Phoenix is actually a really good answer against the Dwarf Thing Menace. Because again, Dwarf Thing Menace has pretty good mass, but the Flamespire Phoenix is better. It has good AP against the 114 armor. And Teethbreakers in the high ground, getting some decent volleys. Look at these guys. They're nice, little cozy position right here. Able to shoot in and just melt those Silver Helms, just buttering that sweet, sweet bread. And from there, they're probably going to be switching on to some of these other backline targets. Brass Orb going down from the Skaven as well. Going to be slapping into those Lothran Seaguard. And you can see Alariel stands alone. Man, how did she end up in this situation? This is not good at all. So the Nobles with Chariots are going to be coming back in, but you can see Sacred Mist is going to be swarming in with his Rat Ogre. So really good play here by Sacred Mist, trapping Alariel. But Alariel, oh no, the Pigeon droppings are coming. Are they going to drop the bombs? That would be so good. Oh, drop those bombs. It's going to do so much damage. He's thinking about it. It looks like maybe he's going to do a bombing run right here. The Nobles, in the meantime, are just going to be, just going back and forth. And there's the first volleys right there. Coming down, dropping on top of those Clan Rats, getting some pretty good work. And yeah, that's good. I mean, this place would have been better because he needed to free Alariel. And now Alariel's just getting slapped by all these Rats. The Rats are just getting their little claws and just giving her the backhand. And I don't know if she's going to get away. She's getting hit with the Furnace plus Ikit Claw with the unlimited power. So he's going to be able to ride down Alariel there. She's wavering, shaken. She was terrified for the second because I don't think she has the Boon of Aisha. No, so she's not immune to psychology. So Alariel could probably get pushed off here. Now in the back, there are some Lothran Seaguard in relatively good shape. Dryads coming back in as well. Lothran Seaguard actually compromised by Plague Monks back here. I don't know how those Plague Monks were able to get back there without being, intercepted by something, but it's looking like the Skaven are in pretty good shape. Up on the high ground, we have the Silver Helms getting crumped on by Rat Ogres and the Dwarf Thing Menace, which does have armor sundering, so the Silver Helms only have 60 armor, so even Clan Rats and Skaven Slaves will poke them at this point. Skaven did take some damage on the Teethbreakers up on the high ground. It looks like the Nobles with Chariots were able to do some really good work against him. And if Lariel can live, maybe. It's a really close... Oh, man, she got away and healed. That's really good. And now suddenly the tide has turned as Ikit Claw overextends. So he overextends, and this Pigeon is just going to be going deep in him right here. Man, he's going to be taking a ton of damage. You can see he's down to about half health at this point. The Plague Furnace is going to be Mortis Engineering a couple of these troops here. Brass Orb in the back goes down, but it just seems like it's not as good as it used to be, that Brass Orb. And it looks like over here some Silver Helms might be able to clean up the Plague Monks. Two groups of Lothran Seaguard are still in relatively good shape, so some nice firepower, but it looks like there's a ton of Skaven bodies left. But yeah, what the thing for the High Elves here is they have a ton of single entities. They have the two Nobles here, they have the Pigeon, they have Alariel, so they have a lot of these characters that, are going to get massive, massive force multipliers by being healed here. So, anyways. Flamespire Phoenix is going to be going in, and what a great pick. The Flamespire Phoenix is one of those things that even if the Skaven like focus it down super quick, if it gets that rebirth proc, it's pretty much going to be like game blouses, because if it rebirths after you put a ton of resources into it, you're going to have like this very healthy army everywhere else just kind of doing its thing. So Flamespire Phoenix is very, very strong in this matchup against Skaven Focus Fire. So in the meantime, it's going to be continuing to attack this furnace. Alarielle is able to get away on her horse. Some of these Cav, these Silver Helms, might be able to come in and rescue these Lothern Seaguard. Very, very hotly contested game here between these two players. So Mist doing a very good job, as is Zardar Total War. So Zardar's Phoenix is going to continue to fight, but it looks like Ikit is going to be throwing his paw in the ring here. There's also some Rat Ogres pinning in this Flamespire Phoenix. Alarielle's nearby, just kind of keeping tabs. But more importantly, the Lothern Seaguard are online and shooting to an extent. You can see here that these Lothern Seaguard right here are, unfortunately for them, compromised by the Plague Monk. So good job here by Mist, getting these guys into the back line and karate chopping these Lothern Seaguard. And yeah, this is just such a close fight, man. We have some really evenly matched players today. Now in the back line, you can see here that we do have some Dryads coming back in, but the High Elf Force here is pretty much crumbled. We have the Flamespire Phoenix. We have the double Nobles up on the high ground. Man, these Nobles are just a freaking terror in the night. Like, there's no mass back here, so the Skaven army back here can do nothing against them. There's no Rat Ogres, there's no Hell Pits, there's nothing with any sort of thickness that's going to be able to pin those guys in. So, yeah, we're going to see what happens with them. So, in the meantime, the Nobles still riding dirty, just getting in there, cleaving some rats. The Beaver Cleavers themselves, and you can see the Dryads are going to be coming back to the battlefield as well. It's really going to be the single entities of Zardar. Are they going to be able to pull this one out? Now, as of now, I think the Skaven are in a bit of an advantageous state. They still do have the Dwarf Thing Menace, and Dwarf Thing Menaces will actually be super good against Nobles. I mean, they are chariots kind of themselves, but oh man, Ikit's coming in. Is he going to get that charge? Alarielle's at her healing cap, so Ikit can just zap her by chasing her if he wants to. But the zap is random, of course, so it's going to be going after some of the wrong targets. You can see these Dryads are going to be breaking probably almost instantly as soon as they fight. And the Flamespire Phoenix up on the high ground thinking about where it wants to go. I mean, this Plague Priest is a little bit out of position, but look at that. Look at the pigeons coming in. They're going for the final showdown here. Looks like both players are just going to be throwing everything, all the spaghetti at the walls here. Yeah. So anyways, Ikit Claw and the Plague Furnace going to be fighting. We got the Flamespire Phoenix and the Double Nobles. Dwarf Thing Menace is also going to be fighting. The Skaven Plague Priest is able to punch a couple of guys back. Now, if Alarielle does have another Star of Avalorn to drop here, that is going to be devastating for the Skaven. Oh no, that is so brutal. All the work the Skaven have done working those guys down, nullified in an instant. And with that, look at the bounce of power just ebbing in the favor of Zardar Total War. The Skaven didn't have too many anti-large tools this game. They had the Teeth Breakers, but aside from that, they had nothing to kill big targets. So obviously that was their biggest issue this game, is the fact they didn't have enough to kind of kill these big, chariots. So the Nobles do have the Armor of the Stars. Stalk unspottable, effective when flanking. It says effective. I was like, thanks for letting me know that, Bob. Alarielle's going to be doing some charging over there. There are some Rat Ogres in the distance, maybe? No, just Skaven Slaves. Yeah, there's just no mass for the Skaven, but the Skaven are piling back in. Dwarf Thing Menace does have the armor sundering, so whatever it's able to hit, it will lower the armor. But remember, guys, the Flamespire Phoenix could have that glorious rebirth, even if it gets lower. Granted, it is relatively close to its healing cap. Yeah. I don't know, guys. I feel like the Skaven are in a little bit of trouble here. They almost had the game. When they had Alarielle pinned down there. Ooh, a nice blast there from Ikit Claw. Clan Scryer coming in deep here. Is he going to be able to catch her? Unlimited power, Foz protection going down. All kinds of crazy stuff. And oh, the Chariot. Ikit Claw coming in with his Doom Wheel, trying to run her over, but the Noble's coming in as well. Oh, and Ikit gets out-dueled by her Unicorn. She's not riding a Unicorn, it's actually a horse. That's a Enchantress. But guys, I have to say, I think this one might be over. I think that Ikit Claw is going to get chased off by the Noble. And the Skaven just have no anti-large in this army. They don't have any, I mean, Rat Ogres are kind of like Walmart tier anti-large. They can do the trick, but even still, it's not going to be like something to really just punish you, right? So, yeah, double Nobles here, surging forth, riding these guys down. Here comes another ram coming in from the Plague Priest. Flamespire Phoenix. Oh, does it have a couple bomb stuff? That'd actually be really good if it could. Oh, dropping some heat here on the Skaven Slaves and the Clan Rats, and they're just going to buckle immediately to that pressure. Alarielle chasing off Ikit Claw. He's almost off the battlefield. Man, this was such a stressful game, I bet, for both players. Let's actually see what they're saying up in chat. He says ready. Oh, they're just saying ready. I mean, the little shanks and pokes from the Skaven Slaves doing 1 damage at a time is something, but yeah. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I think the Elves got this one. I think Zardar Total War is going to win this series 2-0. Both, the games were hotly contested for sure. This was a really good game. Super close. And here comes the Flamespire Phoenix. It marches forth for wrath, for ruin. Yeah, the red sun rises. Flamespire Phoenix getting in there, doing its poke, but it's actually getting worn down a little bit by Skaven attrition. But those Nobles are just like, what can stop those Nobles? Nothing. Lothern Seedguard coming back as well, and it's only going to get worse when Alarielle comes back. Like, she's not like crazy in combat, but she's also not a slouch. So she's going to be able to come in and, you know, punch some of these Skaven down and things like that. And we'll see. We will see, guys. Nobles just riding through rats, just waves and waves of filthy rats. Now, the Mortis Engine effect is probably incrementally draining some of these nobles, right? It's just so slow. Because Mortis Engine effects don't do that much damage to single entity targets. It's more against like blobs and things like that. Flamespire Phoenix dropping some bombs here. Zardar just scrapping it out, going for the finals. He wants it. He wants it bad. Flamespire Phoenix going to be jumping on the Rat Ogres. Probably going to terror out them. Rat Ogres are not immune to psychology, so they're going to get probably terrified right there. You see that going down here. Plague Priest with another summon. He's working his little Skaven claws, swinging that bell back and forth. Well, wait. How come there's not a Rat Ogre playing this one? I guess there's 2 Plague Monks, right? Because it's a Plague Furnace. That makes sense. Pretty cool. And guys, with that, the Skaven are in a mass exodus. Let their people go. Let their people go. And it looks like they're going to be gone. The Plague Furnace is going to try, but Alarielle, I mean, the 2 Nobles can just go kill it, and a Flamespire Phoenix. So really the tail of the tape for this game was the fact that Skaven had like no tools to defeat large targets, aside from their Rat Ogres, which aren't the most reliable. I mean, yeah, Nobles on Chariots are pretty hard to kill, because they're small targets too. But anyways, the Plague Priests here are going to be getting rammed. It's only a matter of time before Army Losses kicks in. Yes. Damn, dude, much support, such community. All right, guys. So we got a couple donations again. Oh my god. So Allosaurus with the 20 saying, "Turn, get jacked. I will do my best." I used to be jacked, not anymore. Freeway all the way. Take care of the wrists and shoulders so you can keep the entertainment up for years to come. I will, man. Go Dawi. Dawi all day, man. Thank you for the 200 SEK, which I'm not sure what that converts to, but thank you so much, dude. Yeah, I hope to get it all fixed so then I can, you know, like just go even harder on it all. And Evaniel, let no man say that I stood by and watched as others fought for Turin Cyborg and long may you stream. Thank you, man. Oh my god. Oh no, this is out of control. Sofa Muncher with the sponsorship. Thank you, man. And then we have Tamanten, who also sponsored the stream, dropping a fat 100. Oh my god, that's actually more than 100, yeah, with the currency. 350 for all the amazing content, this amazing community you help build. Enjoy the Ikit robot arm, bro. Dude, I will. I'm gonna do it. Oh my god, that is nuts. Holy shit. That is, I don't know what to say here. This is a little bit speechless, I must say. Oh my god. 500 kills between the nobles. Yes, Toast 84. Yeah, you're here, man. Yeah, it's like, yeah, thank you guys so much. Oh my god. Alright, so ECL Turin, ECL Finals. Oh, it's already up here. Okay, great. It is a love train. Oh my god, guys, thank you so much. It's like hard to focus on the game. I'm just like, man, it gets me good. All right, Zardar, let me get him in the finals. He's up. All right, guys. Big turn into a Skitari. Oh my god. Well, at least Zardar's in the same spot, so that's going to make it easier for this. And Maximilian. Gotta change the A. It'll bother me if I don't. Oh man, okay. Get my bearings. Yeah, this is a record for sure. This is a record. Yes. And the map we're gonna do is Eschen, game 1. All right, guys. Romulan Dog is in the finals actually, and we could actually take a moment to look right now. So if you guys look at the tablet of Tehenowin, so far we have Zyphos, El Hakon, Falcon, Romulan Dog, Wareja, Chief, Lotus Moon, and of course the winner of this best of 5 will be taking the 8th and final spot, which is going to be glorious. So very, very excited to see how that all goes down. Yeah, thank you, Golden Lion Dan. I'm glad you guys enjoy the competitive stuff. It's my lifeblood, you know. I love competitive gaming. I do. I'll be doing it when Warcraft 3 Reforged comes out. I'll be doing competitive tournaments for that and stuff too. So make sure that you guys practice your. This is a live record, yeah, for donations for sure. Oh man, I don't even know. Gojira Gaming says, I never give money to anyone, sir, and be happy. Thanks, man. Hope you're doing well, Gojira. The man himself. Dropping the fat, too. Oh, my God. Beastmen are definitely a little bit weaker. The nerf to summons really hurt those guys. Yeah, it's best of 5. It's best of 5. Max picks and bans first, then alternate. Cool. Oh, man. Evaniel says, first donation from me as well, entirely deserved. Thank you for making our lives. But hey, man, it's my pleasure, dude. I'll keep going until I can't anymore. Which I should be fine, guys. Don't worry. Especially with this kind of support. Join the train for the Emperor. Holy shit. Well, you know I'm a heretic, right? You know I play Death Guard. But they once served the Emperor, so I guess technically you can go, if you go back far enough, it works out, right? Jesters, man, thank you so much for the 100. Holy shit. I'm just thinking of like that Bane quote right now when it's like, the fire rises. Remember when his like servant in the plane is like, did we start the fire? And Bane's like, the fire rises. And then he like pulls, I feel like Bane right now, you know? I mean, of course, but not dropping you guys to your death in the plains, but... Oh, man, thank you, guys. Turn is awesome. Oh, man, thank you guys so much. So, yeah, Beastmen got nerfed pretty good because a lot of the competitive builds relied on the summons. Like, I mean, they have Chaos Spawn summons, they have Manticore summons, and Cygor summons, which are all very good. And they all got nerfed, of course. So they're not as strong, but they're still good. Gestures, man, thank you. Join the train for the Emperor. Dude, oh, man. I forgive you. We can bring you back to the light, says Gestures. You know, Gestures, what's interesting about that is there was a lot of theories going around about... let me make sure they don't have any questions here. So it's going to be actually Zardar's Greenskins against Maximilian's Empire, which is going to be good. Back with fair, make it happen. Colm Corbeck, thank you, man. 39 likes to go, huh? What I was gonna say though is like the Death Guard are one of the traitor legions that like, yeah, they sided with Horus, but they did not want to willingly go over to Chaos. It was like a forced thing. Like they kind of got like turned into the Nurgle minions. Like it wasn't like. It was either like die or do that. Like a lot of the other ones willingly accepted the power of the Chaos Gods, right? But the Death Guard kind of like were forced into a life or death type thing. Colm, thank you, man. Back with fair, make it happen. First time donating, says Matthew. Galindo, keep up the great videos. Holy shit, I look back like every 5 seconds. Ego with the 20 NOK. Dude, Ego waffles are so goddamn good. Greenskins Wah. Dude, we're going to get the Wah here. Zardar is good with Greenskins? I don't know if I've seen his Greenskins play. He's been playing a ton of quick battles lately, so he's obviously gotten very good. So Zardar here against Maximilian here in the finals. Best of 5, guys, and it begins. There have not been any Slanesh bots today. Well, okay, so Callus Typhon was the character in the Death Guard who betrayed the Legion, essentially. Like he obviously, and there was obviously the Lodge, and a couple of the Death Guard were already corrupted by Nurgle, but for the most part, like Mortarion and like he hated Psykers and witchcraft and all that shit, and he kind of, it was like your Legion either dies or like, you know, you sell your soul to this random void entity, right? Yeah, Nathaniel Garro is badass for sure. When would you use Rad Ogres over Doomflayers? Rat Ogres are like better generalist units, like because they are like better. Flayers are better explicitly against infantry, whereas Rat Ogres are going to perform better against like cav and monsters, and also still do well against infantry. So if you want like more of an anti-infantry specialization, the Flayers are better. And also Flayers have more armor. So if you're in a matchup in which like aren't having like they have a ton of like low AP weapons, then that is quite significant as well. So. All right, 1 second, guys. All right, 1 second here. And then we have the Lizard Viking coming in. Dude, Lizard Viking, if Monster Energy reached out to me, I mean, but I don't drink caffeine, so anymore. I stopped. And ever since I stopped drinking caffeine, my wrists felt a little bit better. So, but if they wanted to sponsor, that's like going back to the early 2000s. Oh my God. All right, guys. All right. Here we go. Typhus is the Chad? No way. Mortarian's the Chad. Mortarian is so good. So I play competitive 40k once a week. I play like 2 or 3 games a week, and Mortarian is my breadwinner. I have a list with him that like can compete against the top ITC lists, and it doesn't always win, but it's like it's so good. It can be so good sometimes. Okay, here we go, guys. Greenskins, Zardar Total War, Goblins, Savage Orcs in the front line, 8 peak loonies. So relatively low AP front line. Obviously you don't need a ton of AP against Empire State troops. Granted, Maximilian coming in with a greatsword build, so suddenly this Greenskin front line gonna be getting some pressure. Granted, in the secondary line, Zardar does have 2 groups of Black Orcs, so a well-balanced army for sure. So the Black Orcs will be able to crump all over the greatswords. On top of that, he does have 2 groups of Orc Arrow Boys, 1 group of Skulkers in the middle for the Smoke Bomb. Skarsnik, the Warlord of 8 Peaks. What the hell is this? What planet are we on? And he does also have a Night Goblin Shaman. On top of that, Zardar does also have the Broken Tusk Mob, Forest Goblin Spider Riders, more Piggies, and more Spider Riders. That is a very tight, solid Greenskin army. Like, this is good. This is really good. Hey, if Monster Energy paid me enough, I would drink caffeine. So on top of that, guys, we have Knights of the Blazing Sun, Empire Knights here for Maximilian. A front line of greatswords, and totally has 4 greatswords, so a very elite by Empire standards. Knights of the Blazing Sun on the flank, Boris Todbringer again on maybe it's something perhaps in the Chinese metagame where like having him up on that steed is really good. We got Pistoliers, Outriders, same kind of skirmishing forces as previous games. So the battle's underway. Initial skirmishing is certainly going to go to the advantage of the Empire as the Morgoth's Magi Marauders take a pounding. Oh my God, did somebody summon the bots? Did I? No, the score's accurate. Yeah, 0-0. 0-0 here in this game. Sorry, I just had to double check. Boris Todbringer going to be doing some light flyovers here, just kind of testing the waters a little bit. Another Empire force is going to be coming up and around the flanks. Banish, hurry, Grey Knights, banish the Slanesh Demons. Oh man, they're back. They always come in at the end. So, the Knights of the Blazing Sun are going to be getting a lancing charge here, but it's still risky. I mean, it's only for 300 gold goblins, and Forest Goblin Spider Riders have poison, so they're going to be able to slow those knights down to 54 speed. It's going to make their retreat very tough. So that certainly I don't think was worth it. Granted, had Zardar not been paying attention, it probably would have been. In the meantime, some skirmishing still going down here. Morgoth's Magi Marauders are trying to shoot Toddy, but obviously Maximilian has some pretty good micro. He's going to be pulling Boris back and forth and kind of strafing on that gunfire, so some very good stuff here. Knights of the Blazing Sun and Company and Empire Knights charging down. It looks like there's going to be a bit of a cataclysmic fight. Shield of Thorns going down on the Knights as well, but the Piggies are coming in, and these are no mere pigs. These are the Broken Tusk Mob. They're bred for one purpose, and that purpose is killing Knights of the Blazing Sun. So these guys are going to be coming in here, and it looks like Boris is jumping in. This fight still may favor the Empire if these 4 Goblin Spider Riders break off, but the Wah's going down. Wah's going to be big. It's going to make those Goblins quite a bit stronger. Now the frontline fighting's underway. So Black Orcs are going to be getting a massive charge into the Greatswords here. Greatswords, oh, these aren't Black Orcs actually, these are Savage Orcs. So this is going to be good for the Greatswords. Greatswords should be okay. They're going to be able to hold this line here. Greatswords in the center. I mean, good matchups across the board. The Black Orcs haven't gotten in yet. They're actually a little bit delayed in the back line, and the Black Orcs, it looks like they're actually able to beat down some Empire Knights that were pressuring the back line here. So very good stuff here by Zardar. He's protecting his resources well. There is some Knight pressure coming in, although this is one area, right as I say that, that gets compromised. So these Knights of the Blazing Sun get a massive charge into Orc Airboys, Rusty Airs, plus Morgoth's Magi Marauders. Just a fat 3-for-1 coming in here for Maximilian, which is going to be incredibly nice. Bounce powers, even though some pigs are falling back, Empire does win this high ground fight. You can see that Boris Todbringer and company are able to clean up the goblins, and the brave Sons of Sigmar are able to win this high ground engagement. Now, Zardar's back line is also in a little bit of trouble here. These Knights of the Blazing Sun getting a huge 2-for-1, and from there, they're going to be able to kill all this whole back line. It's just going to be a disaster. Oh, so Empire Knights here are able to search onto those Orc Air Boys. Black Orcs here fighting Spearmen, so these guys are, it's going to take them a while, but they'll eventually win that, of course. Something that is going pretty well, I suppose, is the Greenskins do have these Black Orcs beating down these Greatswords here, but it is a 2v1. Oh, I just thought I heard a dog. One of my dogs going crazy, but it might be my neighbors. So these Greatswords are going to be fighting against the Black Orcs, but I don't know. I feel like that backline destruction is it's going to be a little bit tricky to come back from here. I feel like the Empire is in relatively good shape. Now, Skarsnik is going to be fighting Toddy. This is an interesting duel. Skarsnik, of course, has poison, anti-large, and armor piercing. I think if they just stood and went fisticuffs with no other variables, I'm pretty sure Skarsnik would actually win that fight. And if Zardar is able to get a smoke bomb here, that is going to be game-changing. I don't know if it's off cooldown here, but if he were able to smoke bomb Boris and drag him down with all these goblins, that would be massive. But it looks like it was on cooldown, and Toddy is going to be able to get away. Black Orcs in the meantime fighting, but that really good Shield of Thorns coming in from the Empire is going to buff up these Greatswords quite a bit. It's going to give them that physical resist, and from there they should be able to just, 3v1 these Black Orcs and the remnants of the Goblins here. Savage Orcs here are going to be losing the Greatswords, but look, there's another group of full chubby Black Orcs coming in. Very, very close game. Both players scrapping just tooth and nail in this battle here. Now up in the sky, Smoke Bomb was finally popped, but it looks like Toddy was able to get up in the sky before that happened. In the back, Maximilian is going to be using his Pistoliers to chase these guys off, and this is just like a value train right here. Just killing all these guys with like a very beat up group of Pistoliers is great. Other Goblins are going to be getting chased down, so for anyone who's new to the game, this is a very, very veteran play. Anytime you see units running, just use your cheap skirmishers to chase them off, so then in the late game, you don't have to deal with them. So there is a blob fight. Toddy is fighting with some Knights of the Blazing Sun against a massive Greenskin wall. However, this is pretty good for the Greenskins due to the fact that the Forest Goblins do have poison, and it looks like Itchy Nuisance or Gork will fix it going down here, which is going to slow them. I don't know, though. Really good cycle charging here from Maximilian. He's really getting in there and doing some really, really good work with that. Greatswords over here still fighting that good fight. Black Orcs, nice little pig charge coming in from the Broken Tusk Mob. Able to do some damage, but the Greatswords should be able to hold and probably will inevitably win this engagement over here. So you can see with that, the balance of power is going in the favor of the Empire. So Brave Sons of Sigmar are able to just kind of corral them and ride them down with all these Knights of the Blazing Sun. Black Orcs getting hammered by Toddy, and look at that, just ferocious charges coming in. Brutal stuff. Brutal stuff. And with that, the Black Orcs are going to be getting crumped themselves. Now, there still is a fairly elite core, well, not elite, but there still is a bit of Greenskins here. There's some Goblins and Skulkers who are able to finish off some Empire Knights. And you can see here that the Black Orcs on the ground still fighting well. I mean, these guys are doing really good considering it's like a 3v1, but the Greatswords, these ones actually aren't even piled in. So it looks like they're fighting, but they're not. So those guys need to pile in, and the Black Orcs would die much quicker there. Now there are some Spearmen and other troops coming back in. You can see the Outriders are just shooting in. The Greenskins are just kind of getting circled right now. And anything outside of this like circle is just being rode down by the Empire Knights. So you can see there's no Greenskins on the periphery. There's like a couple over here, Savage Orcs, but I have to say, Maximilian's doing a really good job just kind of chasing down all these scraps. Beautiful stuff. So in the meantime, Spearmen are going to be re-engaging here into the Greenskins. They have some Orc Boys. Skarsnik, Warlord of 8 Peaks, is going to be trying his heart out, but I don't think he's going to have enough here. I think that the Greenskins are going to be falling to the might of Boris Todbringer. Toddy's coming for that eye. Coming for that eye. Duality Sound Lab says, best thing to watch for my Saturday night after a surgery turn. You got me covered? I do got you covered, man. What'd you get surgery for? Hopefully you're feeling better, man. Hope, wish you a speedy recovery. All right, guys. So we got a donation from Alfie. Just want to contribute. The stream is the best. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. I dig it. All right. And Niemand with the $10. I see that. Misha told me to try this. Yeah, they're both good. All right, so game one is going to be going to Maximilian. Very, very good Empire play coming in this game. Or this series, I should say. All right, let's go ahead and back out here. Well, guys, game two. So now the second map is going to be on, let me go ahead and find it here. Iron Sand Desert. All right. Colm Corbeck. Lads, rally to the occasion. Come join us as we help Turin. Look what we can do as a group. No donation too small. No donation forgotten. Thank you again, man. Holy shit. Crazy stream in the best of ways. Yeah, man. That's nuts. That is nuts. And right as you donate, the Slanesh bots strike. They can smell the decadence and the and the rapture in the stream. I like it. Everyone's like, be gone. And then Misha just comes in and Wicked and just smites them. Oh, I love it. This is the best of 5. This is actually the finals. So Yeah, Maximilian's up 1-0 against Zardar in a very, very good contested first game. Incredibly solid stuff. Oh man, Corback, thank you, dude. I don't even know what to say. That's like, this is very generous, guys. Wow. I'm just like looking at these, like, holy shit. Oh man. Yeah, those greatswords did great. I mean, but the thing is, the greatswords... Oh man, that's so terrible, the pun. But yeah, they outnumbered the Greenskins. Plus, they had magic support, whereas the Greenskins were a little bit, you know, they didn't have the magic support in the front line. Like, they just had Itchy Nuisance, which was being used against the Cav. Ugh. So the winner of today's tournament qualifies for the grand finals, which will have a prize pool, and it's certainly going to have a prize pool after this stream. I'll probably be putting a substantial portion of this back into the prize pool for the finals. Yeah. So yeah, the Eternal Challenger League finals, once I know who qualifies here, I'm going to work out dates with all the competitors. Now, guys, I have a question for all of you guys in chat. I have a question here. Would you guys rather do the Eternal Challenger League Grand Finals as a 2-day event? So it's Saturday morning and Sunday morning. So basically, it would be the same as the Ever Chosen at that point. It would be day one. It would be, you know, frickin' 4 games. You'd have the 4 initial games, the quarters, and then day 2 you have the 2 semis, third place in the finals. So that would make it so, because if you do it all in one day, it's like 5 or 6 hours, and some of you guys, it gets pretty late for a lot of you guys in Europe. So I'm just thinking maybe it would be better for spectators' purposes to do it over 2 days. Let me know what you guys think. I'd be quite curious. GSL 38, you have missed quite a bit. But yeah, I'd really like to know your guys' opinion on that. And you could leave it in the comments after as well. God damn. You guys are just going nuts today. And Christian Broden with the fat 20 as well on PayPal. Thank you, Christian. I do appreciate that. And then also, oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, so we have another one. Hold on. Is that what I think it is? Yeah, so Christian with the 20. And then, guys, we have another donation on PayPal from Dominic H. For 100 euros. God. Holy shit. 2 days? Yeah, I think 2 days sounds better. It's just, well, because the people who lose day 1 will be eliminated, so then it's only 4 people for the day 2. Dominic, thank you, man, for the $100. Yeah, I did. Don't worry, Misha, I'm checking it right now. So far, yeah, on PayPal we have donations from Dominic Heller for 100, Christian Broden for 20, Will Jameson for 15 on there, and I believe I got this one, Michael Sisti for 5 as well. Thank you guys so much. That's pretty wild. 2 days? Okay. Yeah, it seems like most people want 2 days. God damn. All right. So we're gonna have Zardar's Avalorn facing off against Maximilian's Dark Elves, actually. I think. Yeah. Avalorn. And Zardar banned Tomb Kings, actually. Yeah. And it's going to be Dark Elves. More money for the Chaos Gods. Oh, man. There was a ton of Empire today. Tamonten. Tamonten, thank you, man. For another 2. Just up in the ante. Oh, my God. And there's another one. Then we have Michael. Oh, no, Thomas. Prochaska. Thank you, Thomas, for the 10 USD. Okay, well, the prize pool for the Eternal Challenger League just got a lot bigger. Because I'm going to be putting a lot of this back into that Eternal Challenger League. Get my nips out for Slanesh. Oh, my God. Well, guys, the competitors can get excited because there's going to be a much bigger prize pool now. Oh my god, thank you guys. Holy shit. It's like, oh man, my brain is just not working properly after all that. It's just overwhelming. Yeah, okay, so we'll do a 2-day event. I think 2 days better. All right. Okay. Let me just get my bearings for a second. Hold on. Okay. All right. I got to cast this game. Falcon is going to be rich. Oh, don't worry, guys. Yeah, it's going to be... I'm going to give you getting my arm taken care of for sure. I mean, so what you guys... I mean, it'll cover my MRIs, which is huge. My insurance will cover most of the surgery, but... So this is best of 5 here. Game 1 did go to Maximilian with some very, very good Empire play against the Greenskins of Zardar. Now, Zardar is going to be coming in with the double Treekin build. And Treekin are actually decent as a frontline holding unit if you have a missile-centric backline. Plus, on top of that, they have good mass to block up cav and dragons and things like that. So they're cool. I kind of like seeing them with sisters. So in the secondary line, we have 2 groups of the Sisters of Avalorn. Sisters are, they hit like trucks. They're going to be able to, melt most targets they hit, especially elite ones like Hargoneth Executioners. Also pretty good against Cav. And if Marathi, for example, oversteps and gets like pinned down, I mean, they can melt her very quickly. We have Alariel up in the sky, so we're going to have Alariel versus Marathi in the Air Force duel. Now, Alariel actually has Tempest, guys. That is huge because if the Tempest hits Marathi, if it hits Marathi right there and pins her in place, then the sisters can burn her down. That's going to be really big. 2 groups of Dragon Princes and Spears in the back and on the flanks. Now for the forces of Maximilian, it looks like we do have Cold One Knights here and here, anti-large specialists, which do perform relatively well against Dragon Princes for the cost. Of course, Dragon Princes don't have the best... yeah, I'm probably going to have to get... I'm probably going to have to get surgery, unfortunately, for both my hand and my shoulder in the next 3 or 4 months. I don't know when. I have my final appointment to decide on July 10th, most likely, so... All right, so aside from that, from the Dark Elf Army, we've got Spears on the flanks. Front line's going to be these swords. So we got Bleak Swords and 2 groups of Hargoneth Executioners, which are going to be pretty good at punching through the front line. We do also have a Reaper Bolt Thrower from Maximilian here, and Marathi up in the sky. I mean, it's a good, well-balanced build. He has plenty of anti-large with the Cav, good infantry punch with the Hargoneth Executioners, nice anti-large with the Bolt Thrower plus Marathi. It's a good army, for sure. But Zardar, Dragon Princes can do well. And if the Princes can force a fight with the Coldwood Knights, while being supported by Alariel's healing and Shield of Thorns and Pause Protection, it's going to be a really good trade for them. But it looks like the Hyles are, of course, going to be advancing right here. Yeah, it's not actually Carpal Tunnel, Seawolf, believe it or not. It's not. It's just not the Carpal Tunnel. So both their shots are coming downtown here. Let's see what they're targeting. Looks like they're going after the Sisters, which is always a good choice. Sisters of Avalorn are an extremely punishing unit. Those guys do some serious work. Dragon Princes here have only lost 1 model to the Bolt Throwers, but again, everything does add up here. Front line for the Dark Elves is mostly Bleak Swords. Bleak Swords, they hold. They have decent melee defense at 30. It's not bad. So, for the cost, they do their thing. Bolt Throwers continuing to shoot the Dragon Princes, which are going to be falling back. So trying to fall out of range of the Bolt Throwers here, but I think at this point he's like, screw it. I'm just going to engage. And honestly, the Coldwood Knights are a little bit out of position over here. I mean, not out of position per se, but the Dragon Princes have a really good opportunity. Like, there's nothing here. The Dragon Princes could hammer through the front and then just ride straight back into the Bolt Thrower. I mean, there's no mass there to stop them if they wanted to, but that would leave their main army a little bit undefended against the Coldwood Knight backline pressure, but I still think it would be worth it. Now, Sisters are going to be opening up here, shooting into the Reaper Bolt Thrower crew, which they should be able to kill rather quickly, and it does look like Zardar is going to be going in for that particular play. He is going to be getting his Dragon Princes in. A very nice Melkost coming in from Big Mama Marathi there, but there is going to be a hammering charge into those Bleak Swords. Those guys are going to get punished pretty badly. In the meantime, you might want to pull the Treekin back here because, I mean, there's a lot of Coldwood Knights, yeah, and the Dragon Princes are coming back in. They need to, because if the Coldwood Knights are able to get the Sisters, that is going to be really bad. Reaper Bolt Thrower in the back is temporarily shut down. Now, at this point, I think the Sisters need to start focusing down the Coldwood Knights. The backline pressure there is going to be a lot. Zardar is forming a bit of a spear wall on the flanks. His front line should do well, although Hargoneth Executioners will be able to beat white lines fairly handily. And Marathi's in that Air Force duel. Marathi's on the hunt, going after that sweet bird. Look at this. Coldwood Knights are just pressuring in from all angles. The Spears here are defending. Dragon Princes get a nice countercharge. Melkost going down as well, but that's going to be a lot to stop. And the Sisters actually do get caught up in combat. Alariel is having a little bit of trouble kind of getting where she wants to be, simply because she's being pressured so hard by Marathi. Now, there needs to be some good heals here, because goddamn, those Dragon Princes are getting melted by the Coldwood Knight. Shield of Thorns and Earthblood going down. It keeps them fighting, which is super important here. And Star of Avalorn going down as well. Massive erect healing coming down on these Dragon Princes right here, which is quite good. And we're going to see if he's going to be able to hold this. It looks like the Doombolt coming down from Wrathy is able to slap those guys up. Cold One Knights there, charging in, and yeah, really, really good micro here with the Cold One Knights. These guys are just pulling in and out, doing a lot of work. Zardar, though, is holding the line, and his sisters are still online, which is huge. They're both online, and as a matter of fact, getting some really good punching fire into these Cold One Knights here. But alas, Cold One Knights are going to come up and around and get back into the middle. Spears are out of position to stop that. And, I mean, sisters are pretty good in combat. 38, 58, 32. They could probably actually hold their own against Cold One Knights. But even still, shutting down the fire is extremely important. And it's only a matter of time as well before the Hargoneth Executioners and their pressure gets in here. Because once these guys do push in, man, it's going to be a lot of backline pressure. And the White Lines fumble and break. And with that, you can see that the entire High Elf line is probably going to break. Oh, man. Maximilian needs to get these guys pushed back here, and yes, he does. For a second, he had them attacking the Treekin, which is a bit of a mistake, but at this point, getting them into the back is going to be huge. Sisters need to fall back over here. Just kind of a swiggity-swooty and get back in that direction. And Alarielle, the Pigeon Queen, is trying her best to hold, but I feel like the Dark Elf onslaught is too much. If you take a big overhead look at everything, you can see the Sisters are like the only things left. The Dark Elves won the front line. They were able to beat the Dragon Princes with the Cold One Knight pressure, and Big Mama Wrathy is just giving the straight up. She's showing who the true queen is here against Alarielle, and Alarielle is going down to Pound Town, and that's going to be game 2 for Han Maximilian. Damn, that was a pretty aggressive build. Very well balanced here, very well balanced build. And with that, the High Elves are going to be running to the hills. Marathi's going to chase her off, and there's no chance here. That's going to be game 2. Now, if Maximilian wins this next game, that will be a very quick 3-0, and he will be advancing to the grand finals. Yes. All right, guys. Here we go, and Maximilian is up 2 here. Wow, that was a good game. Very good build. His builds are really solid. GG. We're going to see what they do for the last game, which is going to be on... what map do we want to do? We will do... whoever you like. Maximilian. Your choice. So Maximilian sent me a direct message. He says, who would you like me to play? But you play what you're best at. How do I don't even know how to send like direct messages. We want him to play what he's best at. We're going to be on River Amixon. All right, so Farragon77 with another donation says, keep the likes and donations coming. We might be able to get Turin one of those sweet liquid metal Terminator bodies. Oh my God. And then we have another donation on PayPal from L. Hautziger for 88 euros. Holy shit. Oh my, I gotta watch my language here. Yeah, who cares if the stream gets demonetized at this point? I might as well just start playing music that I like too. It doesn't like matter. Oh my God, Hautziger coming in with the 88 euros, which is well over $100 as well. So thank you, man. Oh man, that is pretty bonkers. God damn, you guys. So let's hear a round of applause for Mr. Hautziger. Hopefully I'm saying your name right. I'm probably mangling it. Round of applause for you, man. Cheers. Man, flexing like that one StarCraft player playing with his feet. All right. Nope. All right. Maximilian, what did you guys say he's going to play with his feet here? What troll? Aikido? Are you guys talking about Aikido? Oh God. Steven Seagal. You did, man. You weren't kidding. Oh, is that you, Tom and 10? Because it's a different name. Tom and 10. Yeah, okay. I didn't recognize your name because it's different than obviously your YouTube name. Well, thank you, man. If that was you. $100.14. All right. All right. Maximilian is going to pick High Elves, and he will not ban anything. A man sending a message. No mercy this day. All right. Jonathan Anderson with 100 SEK, which I believe is like $30. Thank you, dude. Holy shit, I need to get some water. God damn, thank you guys. Oh, man. You know, I must admit, guys, I was actually really stressed this week about my MRI. Like, when I called the MRI centers and they said they were going to be $300 a piece, I was really kind of stressed out. But now it's like all that stress is gone. It's like all gone. So thank you guys. Like, you made my life as well as Lady Turin's lives much less stressful. So, yeah, it's your real name. Yeah. Thank you so much. Lorenzo Blues. I've been enjoying your videos since the Dwarves and Warhammer 1. I think it's about time to show my appreciation. Thank you, Lorenzo. The Dawi always have a special place in my heart. A proud people. Bertoni actually is a bit of a counter to High Elves. He says, oh, so Maximilian says, I'll pick High Elves and will not ban anything since it is the most powerful faction in the game. That's what he says. Huh. Perhaps there's some Han metagame. I know, Misha, isn't that terrible? Yeah, Murica is amazing. I could show you guys the bill. I have it around here somewhere. It's ridiculous. But now I'm all covered, so thank you guys. Yeah, because basically they have to do one. My other MRI didn't fully like show the one I got a while back, so they have to inject me with like a dye, and then they have to take the MRI. So it's like a more advanced version. Because like what I have is oh my god, slay the heretic, slay the Slanesh bots. I know. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, you guys. It means a lot. Oh, Zardar's going Tomb Kings. Okay. Okay, let's see what he brings. I'm interested to see this. What his build against the High Elves is. This is going to be interesting. The Slanesh bots are getting slapped around. All right, here we go. They smell the money. The Slanesh bots smell the money and they just come lurking. Oh. Maximilian says, good luck and have fun, friend. Good sportsmanship all around. Say good luck, good luck. And we will see if Zardar Total War can claw his way back out of the pits and come back from this 0-2 right now. You guys think it's a good matchup for the Tomb Kings? Oh yeah, I've had a couple MRIs for sure. Because I used to play American football, so I've had a fair amount of, you know, crushed hands and things like that when I was young. Yeah, this is a best of 5. So if Maximilian wins this, it's gonna be over, and he'll be earning a place on the tablet. So for anyone who hasn't seen the tablet of Tehenuin, Xiphos, El Halcon, Felcon, Romulan Dog, Bereja, Chief, and Lotus Moon. So yeah, we got some serious contenders for the grand finals, which I'll be doing. I've gotten your feedback on here, guys. I'll also be doing a poll on YouTube, just a YouTube poll, and we're going to be seeing if we want to do a 1 or a 2-day event. So whichever one gets more votes, we'll do that. Honestly, I mean, yeah, there's a degree of power creep sometimes when things first come out. I don't think it's intentional. I just think that since there's so many factions and so many unit types, it's very tough to like balance perfectly. And also, yeah, but I think it usually gets normalized. Like, I mean, obviously we've seen Empire today be very dominant against like, you know, like game 2 factions, right? So it's just, yeah, there usually is when something first comes out, because it's very hard to balance in this game considering there's 15 factions to choose from. But yeah, I think it eventually normalizes. Yeah, it is. If you're going for an MRI labrum, get ready for the biggest needle you've seen. Yeah, I'm doing that on July 5th. Gojira, take care, man. Take care. Take care, my brother. Then we have another donation. Oh my god. On the PayPal from Gert for 39 euros. 39 euros and 22 cents. Garrett De Walsh, thank you so much, man. Hopefully you're enjoying the stream and these glorious cockfights we've had today. They've certainly been good, and I do appreciate all your very generous donations. Romulan Dog is going to take this one in a close final battle against Felcon. That's you guys. That's the prediction of yours, huh? Sirtica, I believe that's your name is. Yeah, Krytica. Yeah. Man, you guys are going ham bone today on the donations. Thanks again. Oh my God, is there another one? Then we got another one coming in from Adam Ruzik with the $5 US. You and Gert, thank you guys for the most recent ones there. 4th of July. You guys want? We can get a couple show match games here at the end if you guys want to continue the party. I'm down. I could maybe play 1 or 2 against Felcon, and then we can get a couple strangers to play him. Oh man! Oh goodness gracious! Oh. All right. So Colm Corbeck says, I've had it minus torn. I've lost about 25% of movement on my shoulder. Impeded gripping causes immense pain, but given my job, I can ignore it. And I don't want to deal with rehab. Yeah. Honestly. So Corbeck, you had a torn labrum, which is what I probably have as well. Now, you said that caused you gripping pain in your hand? It like made gripping difficult and squeezing, and like your grip strength got weakened? Romulans versus for sure. I mean, if yeah, that one guy. Yeah, I suppose so. All right, guys, let's make sure the screen blocker's gone. We're good to go. So, guys, this is game 3. Zardar Total War on the ropes, but he is a fighter. He is back. He's coming in with the Bony Boys. Let's take a look at his build. So, Zardar Total War coming in with 3 groups of Skeleton Horseman Archers. A very good skirmishing unit for the cost. Going to be able to poke dragons and you know, birds and all that sort of stuff. Gives him some good battlefield utility. The ability to chase things off the battlefield. Certainly very good. On top of that, in the front line, it's going to be Skeleton Spears. But is it going to be Tomb Guard? Yeah, he does have Tomb Guard actually for his primary core. 3 Tomb Guard in the center. Spears in the flanks. Chariots as well. Skeleton Archer Chariots. Arc in the Black here with Spirit Leech and Buna. Tomb Prince. Necrotect. And the Big Papa Sphinx. This is glorious. This is glorious. Yeah, Felcon, if you want to grab someone and set up a lobby, and we could cast like a couple games after that. Like the bonus round. Yeah, Zyphos is in the finals, yeah. You guys calling him the King of France? Yeah. Erlich, thank you for the 40, man. Oh my God. It's so hard to focus on commentary with all this generosity. Thank you, Erlich. I really appreciate that, man. Hopefully this game will be entertaining for you, brother. Spearman in the front line. We got a Star Dragon up in the skies, Alariel, so a couple high mass powerful units that are really going to benefit from the healing. So Dragon Prince, Alariel, and a Star Dragon. The rest of his army just goes into the sunset. Spears and just White Lions. White Lions are quite strong against Tomb King's infantry. Their 90 armor is very, very pertinent there. So we're going to see how that goes. And yeah, the time is now. So the Carrion are going to be doing some light scouting, just kind of poking and prodding. That Sphinx is going to have its work cut out for him. It's really going to have to beat down the Star Dragon for sure. And that's going to be, you know, the big deciding factor, I think. It's going to be that monster fight. Because the High Elf Infantry will probably actually win this. Granted, there is some pretty good chariot, you know, action here, but the chariots can be shut down by Dragon Princes, which are hidden. So Maximilian has these guys hidden. Oh no, chariot's getting a little bit danger close, but they actually pull back at the last second, which is going to be good. Yeah, which is going to be good. All right. So the High Elf Force getting ready to surge forward and meet the Tomb Kings. Tomb Guard in the front line will hold relatively well. Maybe able to win a couple matchups with a little bit of support as well. Alariel is going to get slapped with the Spirit Leech, but she will cackle in Bird and should be able to get some healing done from there. The Sphinx is just going to be following around the Star Dragon. Oh, Fat Breath attack. Oh, he's not paying attention. Oh, God. Oh, no. The humanity. Zardar Total War just getting roasted by that Star Dragon. Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, it's so painful. Arc in the Black just getting shreked by that Star Dragon. Oh, God. That is so painful. Arcane and Fortune coming. Oh, no. Oh, the humanity. Oh, Arc in the Black is so sad right now. Oh, no. Oh, God. He got annihilated. I'm gonna buy a Jaime Lannister hand with all these donations. I'm just gonna like have a crippled golden hand. All right, guys. Well, Arkin the Black just got shit canned. Like just literally, Arkin the Black got flipped upside down, put in a trash can. He got flipped upside down, put in a toilet. The toilet was flushed, given the classic swirly. I mean, the dragon does fire damage too, so Arkin takes extra damage from dragons. Like, you, man, if you slip up for 1 second, Maximilian is on a mission today. This man is just like no mercy. Oh man, it's a shame too, because a lot of other things are going well for Zardar, but aside from that, oh, Rick's cock, what happened to his health? The run, you fools, there's no getting away. And Alariel came in too with an Arcane and Forging, which does a ton of damage. Oh my god. Seems like there may be a new rising legend here in the community with Mr. Maximilian. Oh my god. Rest in bony pieces, Arkin. Arkin the dead. Now look at this though. He's almost able to kill Alariel. So he almost punched back with the Necrosphinx and killed the Pigeon Queen, which probably would have been enough to get him back in the game, honestly, had that happened. But obviously Maximilian does get away with the Star Dragon. So Zardar, you know, despite being down, doing a good job fighting his way back here, or trying to. But now that Alariel's up in the sky, she's going to be able to heal. I think it's going to be too much. Well, Falcon, we might want to save that for the grand finals, having you play him. But I just don't think we could do that though. Well, yeah, we could see if Maximilian wants to. We'll ask him after this. We'll figure it out, Falcon. So the Necrosphinx is going to be going after the Star Dragon, which is a good choice. And honestly, the Tomb Kings, man, doing pretty well. But another issue is that like the White Lions are killing all of their infantry. Tomb Guard cannot beat White Lions. White Lions have too much armor and really good combat stats to boot. So Tomb Guard will lose that fight as well. And you can see here the Pyramid Company is going to be surging in. Star Dragon getting a little bit of a beating. Zardar really doing a good job considering he doesn't have a Lord. I must admit, like he's really dragging down a lot of these single entities. And if he did have Arkin, like Fate Buna and like on the Pyramid Company and things like that, he probably could have contested this game, to be honest. Oh, so he breaks the Star Dragon. I mean, Zardar doing a really good job. I must admit, just that one lapse of attention there, where that breath attack just roasted Arkin in the face. That was enough to do it. Now, maybe if Alariel gets caught and beaten down here by the Sphinx and the Tomb Prince, but I just don't think Maximilian's going to let that happen. He's probably going to fall back and heal up that Star Dragon, I would imagine. And you can see the White Lions are just surging through the rest of the battlefield. Dragon Princes are just running rampant. There's tons of spears in reserve. And the Summit of Ushaptis is pretty much out of the picture at this point. And White Lions get a bonus from the woods, you're saying? I forgot about that. Is that true? Yeah, they get Forest Rider. It gains melee attack and advantage when fighting in the forest. That's actually pretty interesting. Really, really good good thing to bring up there. I actually didn't notice that. Arkin just, man, he got the business given to him. Oh my god, that Star Dragon Breath just perfectly cast right there on that Sphinx. Just spit roasting that thing. And that's going to be game one. Man, you guys wanted to see High Elves and Empire today, and you certainly got that. The fighting spirit for sure. Yeah, you got to give it up. Zardar did a good job. I mean, but man, Maximilian, man on a mission today. So Maximilian with a 2-1 victory over Cheramis in the beginning, a very evenly contested series. But in the grand finals here against Zardar, he takes out with a 3-0. All right, so let's go ahead and get that updated. So congratulations to him. Let's hear a big round of applause. And guys, we're going to keep this party rolling for a little bit. We're going to be doing some showcase matches and everything now. But the Eternal Challenger League qualifier number 8 is over. And we have our qualifier. So let's go ahead and take a look at the tablet. The final spot for today is going to be taken by Maximilian of the Han clan. So let's do this. I got to make sure I get, I think it was like this. Oh, this is with an N. Okay. And we got to get the right text. I don't want it to be like a different font. Got to get that cool font. And there you have it, guys. That is the grand final for today. Well, that's what it's going to be. It's Zyphos, El Halcon, Felcon, Romulan Zog, Reja, Chief, Lotus Moon, and Han Maximilian. So I believe he's from a Chinese clan. It's pretty cool to have that global representation. Make sure I didn't miss any more donations. Goddamn. Freeway all the way. I find the lack of Dawi disturbing, but the generosity of the community satisfying. Thank you, man. Well, yeah, it's Speak of it, man. You're the one being generous. Thank you, dude. Yeah, we'll get some Dawi in the finals. I think there's a couple folks in here who like to play Dwarfs every now and then. So, all right. So that's it for now. GG. GG, guys. All right. So let me minimize real quick. And 1 second here. So we're going to be randomly drawing the initial matches of the beginning. Yeah. Romulan versus El Halcón. Need the XMT tag. All right, let's update that right now while we're here. Is Romulan in the XMT? I didn't know he was in there. We're just updating this so it's correct. All right. So guys, we're just going to be setting up another series here. My hands are a little bit tired right now, but I could probably play them for one game. I'll do one game. That's fine. Let me just find it. I don't know why there's something up with the lobbies tonight. Like I'm not able to see. All right, so I'm going to host a battle here. I probably only have one game in me. All right, and let's get you to the... All right, guys, so we're doing it. Felgar. So I'm going to play Tomb Kings, actually, in this first game. I'm just going to do... I'll probably only play one because my hands are bothering me a little bit, so we can actually do... Hold on. All right, cool. So yeah, guys, the main tournament's over. Now we're just going to be doing some showcases. Oh, free for all? Okay, so I'll go TK. Riders on the Storm. Let's do the Desert's Bounty. Woody, you are here. You're here. Now Falcon's certainly a better player than I, but you know I can occasionally get a game off him, so we're gonna try. Your call. Whoever you want to play. I'm down for any. Helmin Ghost. Oh man. Let's see what he picks. It looks like he's thinking about Pirates of Sartosa right now. Which should be yeah, well played, Maximilian. He killed it. He killed it today. He was just going in deep. So Falcon seems to be scheming. Just watch it on the stream so it doesn't lag. Yeah. Oh, he's playing Vampire Coast. Oh, okay. I didn't even start picking yet. I wasn't sure he was playing. Oh. Yeah, the lag can be an issue. Sorry guys, I'm just stretching my hands before I play. Because against him I actually have to micro pretty aggressively if I want to have a chance. All right, so Pirates of Sartosa. He's probably not going to go with Pirates, so okay, I have an interesting build against him, I think. As long as he doesn't So we will do you. I don't know how well this would work. They pay $100 to see me play Dwarves. I'll play Dwarves in the next game. I'll do one more after this. I'll do Dwarves. Don't you guys worry. Alright, now you just get a couple of you guys. Like that. Double Tomb Scorpion. Tomb Scorpions won't be so good here. I'm playing a bit more of a kind of missile-centric build, actually. Get a couple of you guys, and Setcher, your boy's coming. He's coming in deep for this one, hopefully. Now, probably want to cut. God, Setcher is just so expensive, though. Is the only thing. So pricey, with the Blade of Petra as well. This map is fairly small, but again, he could bring cannons, but yeah, we'll see how this goes. I'm trying a very like strange build. It's gonna be 4 bone giants. Oh god, I couldn't get away with that, I don't think. Okay, I'd like to cut you guys and get one more group of these. Now the one thing I'm kind of lacking is like something to kill like depth guard, but I feel like the Ushopti should be able to kind of handle that. This is a weird build, guys, but we're trying it. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're getting the Screaming Skull catapults. No, guys, you just wait. There's some rhyme to this. Yeah, I trust Falcon. He wouldn't stream snipe me. I mean, if he does, he's just going to win. Now, there's a couple different ways to play, but the thing is Falcon normally doesn't play Vampire Coast, so I think he's going to go with like a Krabby Patty build or something. Normally, if you're playing Tomb Kings, going super wide with Skeleton Archers would be the status quo. However, I want to play something a little bit different and see how this goes. Yeah. So, we'll see, guys. I don't know what's going to happen. We'll see. So let us find. All right. I'm probably going to live to regret this. Colm Corbett, come on, lads. The end is nigh. Be part of the biggest stream. We all want more. Thank you, man, for the 20. Holy shit. I don't know. He might Vanguard me, actually. So we should probably deploy a little bit further back. Man, these catapults they have pretty weak range, actually. I really am just trying out a new build. I think it's not like a standard build by any stretch, but great bows we'll put here. There's a little bit of a hill here, so I should be able to actually hide a little bit. 5. These guys are basically just there to kind of hunt down scurvy dogs, to be honest. And the catapults can be here and here. Need to get some skeletons kind of defending those guys. So these 2 skeletons we'll put in later groups. So let's put them in like 8 or something. All right, we'll start you guys up in the background. It should be fine. 4 or 5, and then 6, and we can get you guys in 7. A lot of different units of micro for sure, but it should be okay. Yeah, we'll see, guys. Corbeck, thank you again, man. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. I don't know how this is going to go, to be honest. Falcon's really good, and this is a bit of an experimental build, so I may bite me, but I just kind of wanted... I've seen these kind of work a little bit, the catapults, so I just want to see how they do here. Ready. Oh, he says he's ready? Oh, okay. Or maybe that was him talking before. Setro, I'm like, just in case he has like, you know, some sort of a powerful lord, Setro should be able to duel them. All right, let's do it. He says, let's go, champ. All right, catapult time. Okay, catapult, shooting here and shooting here. Okay, magic damage. Yeah, they do. Okay, great. All right, so let's turn about face here, and Ushoptis need to kind of start shooting at some high-value targets, so we'll start shooting at his caster here. Setcher's going to ride forward. You guys can go over here and start pressuring. You guys go here. And the carrion can just kind of go front and center. Great. All right, cool. So everything's going to plan. for the most part. The Screaming Beam catapults descend upon you. Oh, he has the Night Terrors over there. You guys see the Terrors in the night there? And these guys should probably start shooting at... Does he have Depth Guard? No, not really. Okay. So let's get the Carrion kind of going over this way. Pull you guys back here, get you going, and you guys just kind of pull back like this. Great. All right, so these horsemen, I don't think he has any dog pressure coming in, so we can go ahead and like cycle charge these guys. Just kind of look around a little bit, just make sure everything's going good. Carrion, just keep flying overhead, just trying to do some distraction action with those guys. And he has Aranessa, so let's go ahead and shoot the Crab Queen. This charge should be pretty good. Pull the Carrion over, boom. Pull back here, keep those Screaming Beam catapults kind of shooting away. Everything seems to be going relatively well. Yeah, we're going okay. And if he wants to come in, yeah, we're burning down his caster pretty good. All right, so let's get you guys collapsing here. And now we can switch the catapults onto his guns in the back. I think that's going to be a little bit better. All right, great. So we can shoot here. Let's get Cetra going after these guys, and we can actually start shooting the Terror guys here, and let's pull you guys back a little more. Great. All right, so hopefully we can actually finish these guys off here. That would be good. Get those Carrion going in here. And how are we doing against these guys? Not so good. Yeah, we need to get some of that going. Tomb Guard can go ahead and engage in the front line. And Cetra, we can pop his blade right now. Have him go after these. Pop this, and then we'll pass this nice little debuff right here. Great. All right, cool. So frontline fighting's underway for the most part. We were able to collapse this formation here, so let's use the cav units going here, pull you guys down and around, and the Chosen of the Gods can just kind of shoot into you guys. Great. So how are the guns hammering in? They're doing some okay damage for sure. Cetra's doing a good job versus these guys. So we can go ahead and just kind of pop this on the Skeleton Warriors, just kind of juice them up a little bit. We need to come back here and kind of shut some of these guys down as well. Carrion, Skeletons can keep fighting here. Cetra's doing good. Yeah, kind of keep shooting that Deathstreak Terror guys, pull these guys back. Cetra can come here, help deal with this, and let's pull these cav units up and around. We should be able to get into the back line here. And then 6, we'll switch you guys into those Sartosa Militia. And Cetra can go fight there, and let's put some Skeletons up here. And these are just like mostly Sartosa Free Company. All right, great. So those guys are here. Let's get these Carrion over here as well. Just kind of pressuring. We have gotten into the cookie jar a little bit. And let's get one catapult on the Sirens, actually. Cetra should be able to kind of do some good work, but we need to finish off those Night Terrors because Cetra, we don't want to be facing Aranessa. So let's pop this, get these Skeleton Warriors going into those Militia if we can. These guys can go jump here. Cetra is a pretty powerful duelist for sure, but we are caught in the Spearfisher's net right now. So we need to get back here if we can. Drop this Ushapti summon back here as well. And yes, so we're out of the net now, which is good. We can come back here with Cetra, keep kiting, and how are we doing in the back? It seems like it's going okay. Let's pull these cav in, and we can just kind of keep committing to this fight here. Great, so Cetra's free, so now we can go after the caster. Ushapti summon can go here, these guys can shoot point blank into him, and the Chosen of the Gods can keep shooting into various infantry targets, which is going to be fine. We need some infantry down here, though. Wrath of Petra is going to go down. Let's do Cursed Blades on him as well. And yeah, we almost have that big guy down, and we're about to kill his caster as well, which is going to be good. All right, great. So the back line is a little bit in shambles for them, to be honest. Now Car Horseman can come back and just kind of chase these guys off. And good. So we have some reserve skeletons. We'll pull them up. Screaming Beam catapults can just start shooting at these Sartosa Militia, who are pretty healthy here. But the problem is Cetra's actually getting whooped on a little bit. Let's get these guys down here, and good. We're able to escape, which is really, really nice. So now we just need to kite her a little bit and pull back this way. Let's get some screens up if we can. Use Ushapti can go here, and these guys can go get you guys coming down there if we can. Great, the Terrors in the Night are almost done too, which is really, really good. And yeah, if we could just kind of like pin down Aranessa and just ignore her, to be honest, that would be really good. But yeah, you can see a lot of the Vampire Count stuff there, or Vampire Coast stuff is crumbling up. All right, great. So we're chasing off here, which is good. All those guys are pretty much out of the picture, so let's get you guys back here. And where do we want to shoot? We get to shoot you guys for now. So let's get in there, pop the... Yeah, we need to just stay away from Aranessa. That's like the biggest thing, to be honest. Sartosa Free Company, we can kind of clean those guys up. Let's get you guys going here, you guys collapsing right here. Just kind of Tokyo drift back, and he does get a really good Spearfisher's net. So let's pop the Blade of Petra, plus the Incantation of Protection. Ooh, that's really good. That's going to be very, very punishing for us. Yeah, Aranessa is getting him pretty good. Yeah, damn, it's probably going to be enough to put him in a good situation here. All right, so let's get you guys going right there if we can. Get you guys kind of crumping back. Bounce bar is pretty even, but the fact that he was able to get Aranessa there is huge. That's really, really good. All right, so let's pull you guys back now. We need to get like our bows back. We have some cav back as well, so let's go chase off those Free Company. Screaming Beam catapults are pretty much just non-factors now. They're not going to do too much. And these guys are actually wavering. Might as well just finish them off here. We need to kill this this big boy here. And keep kiting back here. There's no need to fight that unless we have to here. Let's pull these infantry back. And the carrion can actually just go attack the guns. He's crumbling up in the sky, which is really nice. So let's put these guys in guard mode and have them make sure to shoot you up in the sky. And let's get you guys going right here, and then we can actually force path our way through. Now the Screaming Beam Catapult can keep shooting. Get our horsemen over there, finish those guys off. Let's bring them back. And if we could just kill that Terrorgeist, I think we'll be okay. Come on, boys, come on. Got some infantry here, and the Screaming Beam Catapult, let's have them drop and run. And are they shooting? We need to finish that Terrorgeist. Come on, come on. Come on, Skeleton Warriors. Let's just kind of keep doing the loop-de-loos. And we can get those militia, which is going to be strong. We need these guys to pick off that Terrorgeist. It's super important here. If we can get that, I think we might be okay. And let's get the catapults running back just in case. You know, you never know. It can actually happen. So we got those guys back there, which is good. So those guys are probably shouted off for now. And we'll come up around, jump on them. And the Terrorgeist has fallen. Okay, that's good. Aranessa is going to be the next big issue here. So we're actually going to run in and just kind of just punch these guys with the Ushaptis. And let's get these Sartosa militia off the battlefield. And this catapult's actually online, so we can shoot these guys in the back or just shoot down there. Doesn't really matter too much. As long as we could just kind of crumble on these Sartosa militia real quick. Let's get those guys kind of screening as well. Because basically what we do at that point is we just fall back and shoot them with the Ushaptis. And let's drop this, run away with them if we can. So the horsemen have cleaned up that group of guys. These Nagakar horsemen are proving to be like super valuable. And, oh, he's got some guns back. You know, the catapults actually did okay this game, I must admit. They were not bad. Ushapti are going to peel off and go after these targets. A very good net right there, but we're gonna ride down everything on this side of the battlefield. But yeah, the big thing is keeping the Ushapti alive. Come on, get in there, Bone Daddies. Hopefully we can finish off those Sartosa guys. Aranessa has been really, really good this game. Alright, let's charge you guys now. Let's run back this way. We need to just outrun Aranessa is actually really fast too. So we can collapse these guns, at which point we can create some distance, hopefully. And let's go here. Great, so now we can just run into the desert. So as long as we don't crumble, we should be able to outrun her. I think, what's her speed? 44 against 54. Yeah, we should be able to create some distance. Okay, we actually don't need to chase those. We need to just go get his guns up there. And now we just need to kind of run over here and re-secure with our main force. So come on, they need to stabilize. The crumbling is killing me, Smalls. So we need to run two different directions. So horsemen will finish that off. We have some skeleton warriors we forgot about. Oh god, it's horrible. Alright, so come on, stop crumbling, you fuck. Stop crumbling! Alright, so we're just going to keep running with this one. Horsemen have cleared that off. And then, yeah, I can't believe I forgot about the skeleton warriors. It wouldn't have mattered too much, to be honest. So negative 36. God, why are they still going? Oh, man. So I think we just got to shoot before they crumble out and just get as much damage as we can. We need to charge those guys. Oh, come on, buddies. Stabilize. Stabilize. Nagakar horsemen are coming in. So are the skeleton warriors. Actually, we need to go over here and just kill these guys. Now we can just shoot with everything we have. Oh my god, what a game. These skeleton horsemen have been so good. 184 kills. Oh, he had a bloated corpse. I didn't see it. The bloated corpse versus the Screaming Beam Catapult. These horsemen were really good. I don't know how I feel about the the catapults. I feel like they did okay, but maybe if we just didn't bring them, it would have been better. I don't know. I mean, maybe these skeletons can do something. We'll find out. So the skeletons are coming. You know, I had these skeletons in reserve the entire time. So now we just need to charge over there and kill those guys real quick. Man, this was a close battle. Jesus. Yeah, the fact that Aranessa killed Cetra was pretty good. Might as well just fight the skeletons. You're not going to get those horsemen. He's gonna have to. Yeah. The Ushapti crumble hurt. I thought they would last a little bit longer actually. Okay, so we can actually knock Captain Queen Pegleg into those guys. She'll get sent flying. See. So now we can just kind of fall back. Surround with skeletons. Screw it. Let's fight. Fast forward if you want. We can fast forward here. I mean, if there was no army losses, maybe. Because now what you do is you just kind of... just kind of pull back. He's going after the horsemen, which is fine. I mean, I could just chase off with these guys and make them fight the skeletons. Because she has, like, bad splash damage. I honestly think the skeletons might even, like, win that. She's eager, so... Oh! Just knock her over. Come on, give us a shred of the bounce of power, and I think we would honestly win this. I really think my skeletons can win this. Like, she does not have good splash damage. Come on, just don't army loss me. Yeah, but she has low armor, so, like... Oh, she got some big hits right there. No, army losses, no. That was so good. I gotta cast that one separately for anyone who missed it on stream. He did get one bloated corpse. He got 41 kills. That's not bad. But aside from that, it was a good build. Alright, so... I got one more in me. Dwarfs. I'll go Dawi. Ah! That's what happened. That was a great game. Holy shit. I mean, we both memed, so it was equal. The memes were equal across the realm. Let me use Sword of Torgold, because that gives him trees on the flanks if he wants. And I was wondering what the hell happened to those guys. So double Tomb Scorpions. Oh god, your choice, dude. Yeah, that was a great game. Holy shit, that was so fun. I thought we might have it. We were ahead on the bounce of power, but when he got his Spearfishers, because Cetra came in to kill the Terrorgeist, which was stupid. I should have just played safe with Cetra. Oh god, Dwarves versus Wood Elves. Okay, let's do this. Now what is he gonna bring? I will go hard. Do it. Do it. So we're going in deep, boys. Grombrindle, well, he's going tryhard mode, so I probably couldn't get away with that, to be honest. Oh, yeah, that's right. You can't do that in tournaments. I gotta... Ugh. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Arcan would have been a good choice, but Cetra really beats down big things, and I figured there would be crabs or Terrorgeists. And Cetra actually did a really good job killing his caster, believe it or not. I'm trying to think. It's been a while since I played this matchup. Like, do I want to try something interesting? I mean, he's probably going to go with Wild Riders and just kind of bro charge in there. Mr. Pop-Tart, thank you for the donation. Oh, a flame cannon? Oh, dude, I can't do a flame cannon, but I can do you one good. I'll get you the organ gun. Get you that sweet organ gun. No, I'll get you the organ gun though. Don't worry. You're gonna like the way you look. I guarantee it. PK card against Wood Elves. Not so good. I'm trying to think if I want to like play the bow game. I have a ton of videos with Grombrindle actually. Miners with blasting charges. I still actually do like Thunders. I mean, they don't have the best range, but let's see, get the Godlobber. And then, do we want to get Longbeards with great weapons for the charge defense? Hey, take care, man. Get some rest, Gret. No, I'm not memeing too hard. I'm trying to think. Like, the Godlobber is pretty good against archer builds. Then the organ gun is... The organ gun might be pretty good against Cav. I actually am quite curious to see how it does against Wild Riders and stuff like that. So, go like this. And then we could get some like Bugman's Rangers or something. We need to make sure we have adequate backline defense though. I actually have an idea. So 4 Slayers. Do something like this. I'm thinking that might not be bad. I hope to never play it on actual tourney. Oh yeah. I haven't played Dwarfs in this matchup in a while, so I'm trying something a little bit different. But we'll see how it goes. Ugh. I'm gonna try it out. We're gonna see how it goes. Oof. I've seen people do pretty well in this matchup from the Wood Elf side. I think historically it did favor the Dwarves, but I think that Wood Elf players have evolved to the point where it's not like that bad. Yeah, this will probably be the last one for today, guys. Hopefully, you've gotten your money's worth. Also, we have another donation on the PayPal. Oh wow! So, guys, we have a donation from Adam Ruzik of $100 bucks, and I think he was the gentleman who said if I play Dwarves. Wow, that's the. Thank you, man. The Canadian dollars, they come in strong. Yeah, it's always good to go pretty big. No, Trollhammer torpedoes aren't that good in this matchup, at least. I mean, Wood Elves can just use Waywatcher spam and try and drag it out, or they can use like and then pick you apart with Wild Riders. That's typically what you'll see. Yeah. For this, I'm gonna take my beastly dogs on a walk. Evolved to Wood Elves or High Elves, is that what you said? That's pretty funny. It's a weird map too. And I like this map. It's one of my favorites, but. All right. Let's put you right here. For the ancestors! For the ancestors! All right, so the main battle line is set up just about. Get you right here. A couple Thunders. I kind of like it just in case they come in with like dragons. It's like it gives you, because I know Falcon likes dragons, so I'm kind of thinking that they might be okay in that regard. Gyros are a bit of a kind of experimental thing, but I think they might be okay. All right, so this organ gun here is ready to party. And we'll get just some cheapo Dwarf Warriors guarding it for now. This catapult back here. I mean, he could do a Vanguard back here if he wanted to, I think. I can't remember if there's Vanguard options on this map. We'll get some miners protecting that. Slayers and Slayers. Alright, so 3 and 4. Then we're going to have a couple brave miners up in the Vanguard here. Just kind of poking and prodding. Some Dwarf Warriors we have in reserve there, so... There we go. Get you guys in reserve in the middle. Cool. Ready. They have wronged us. So everything should be adequately defended, I think. I'm curious what kind of a build he's going to bring. Okay, so he's got a missile build, which is fine. And the organ guns can, they can sing upon the, we get some of you guys going here, go you guys here. It doesn't, oh, there's a sneaky wild rider in the forest, which we can go try and hammer out. So the first volley will go in there. Now I'd like to take out the archers, because I feel like that's going to be the real kind of issue for my army here. So we do see his sneakiness in the forest. It's going to be fine. We're getting some decent damage in here, which is strong, which I'm quite happy about. Drop some bombs. Get those guys going right here on top of them. Get the slayers kind of screened out. Good, so we're getting some good value here so far. The organ gun, we should probably pull back a little bit. Just keep following those guys with our main line if we can. Master Rune, Wrath and Ruin on them. Pull in. Guns can scoot back here. Yeah, the Wild Riders seem to be just kind of doing their thing, so we'll get some shots here. And we'll go ahead and charge. Great, so frontline fighting is about to be underway. Miners will come around with the Deep Vanguard, and we'll switch the catapult to those guys. The guns, in the meantime, can just kind of keep tracking them down. And we do have some guys here, so let's pull some Slayers back there to kind of help out. Great, so yeah, pull in all these troops to kind of fight. So these Slayers can pull back a little bit. Our guns can just kind of shoot into their guys here, which should be okay. Those Wild Riders are certainly very fast. We're not able to kind of like track them as we want to here. So let's shoot you guys, have the Slayers go into here, and then you Slayers can go into those guys. Alright, great, so hopefully we can finally get some decent shots in here. We'll pull these guys in, get these miners kind of chasing into the back line, which is going to be good. Those guys fighting as well. And we do, of course, have Runes of Wrath and Ruin, which we can pop on whatever troops on the ground we see. Alright, great. So, yeah, we're shooting in there, which is fine. Let's get some Slayers going into them. Let's keep the Gyrocopters getting that nice sustained damage on top of those guys. Those Wild Riders have been fended off here, but we need to get back on our artillery and start shooting into the archers again. So pull you back if we can. Blasting charge down the hill. Go there. And the flank's holding relatively well. War Dancers actually are trading decently with us. A really good hammering charge right there. He's able to get in there pretty good. Alright, so the organ guns, the Thunders are still shooting. Slayers are fighting, unfortunately, a War Dancers, which isn't the best trade for us, but once we get rid of the mobility, hopefully it'll be a bit of a better situation for us. And do we have any sort of rune magic we can kind of use here? Let's pull the guns over here. These Slayers back over here. Those War Dancers have been taken offline, so we'll get you guys kind of moving this general direction here. Unfortunately, the organ gun investment was a bit of a bad one, but it's not the worst thing. Alright, so let's get you kind of continuing to shoot into these guys. You can shoot here. We'll have Runes of Wrath and Ruin coming in. Our Slayers did win that fight, so thankfully it's not a bad situation. And good, the War Dancers are taken care of, so we can kind of just fly forward now. Get you guys going chasing over there. The big tree is a bit of an issue, but with these guns back online here that we still have, it's going to be okay. Alright, great. So now we can collapse in here. We should have a Master Rune of Wrath and Ruin to cast on those guys. Kind of butter them up. We'll get some blasting charges going into them. Get you back here, and you guys can just shoot into those. Alright, so good. We have the guns, which is good. We're getting some shots here. And let's get the gyros back here. Get the Slayers coming to intercept. These Slayers can come intercept as well. And do we have a Rune of Wrath and Ruin? We do have one, so that should be pretty good for kind of slowing those guys, slowing their roll a little bit. It's a close fight for sure. The tree man might be a bit of an issue, but yeah, we get a really nice slow and some last samurai fire. So his mobility is like kind of out of the picture now. Let's shoot into a healthier group, have those guys come and chase. Yeah, Slayers. Slayers should catch them there, which will be good. Alright, so he's advancing now. So these miners can just kind of rush up and intercept. Those Wild Riders are out of the picture as well. And we have won that fight on the flank, so now we can kind of actually collapse on his archers. Hopefully get in there and do some work. I mean, we're almost out of ammunition anyways, so let's pull the guns back. We don't have to give them that fight. And those Wild Riders are chased off. Great, so our Gyrocopters are in good shape now. Actually, he might go for my Rune Lord with his guy here. Which should be pretty good. He's got a couple more Wild Riders coming in. And the guns. The guns, and the guns. We can just kind of shoot at whatever we can hit, really. We can shoot steam cannons into these troops on the ground. Slayers? We could use Slayers as cav right now, if we want. We're about to run out of ammo there. And do we have anything? Oh god, those Wild Riders came back. Are you kidding me? That's going to be really rough. Alright, so let's get in there with whatever warriors we have. Slayers are... Yeah, we'll just pull the Slayers back. Like, they don't have to... These guys can go here, and these guys can just last samurai into them. Put these guys back. And yeah, catapult's out of ammo, officially, so... So we'll attack melee here, and attack in melee here as well. Hopefully the Slayers can finish off those cav units. So we're going to get hammered in a couple areas right now. Rune Lord's in okay shape, but he doesn't really have much more to bring to the battle. So where's the other gyrocopter? Oh, it's diving on those ones? Okay, that's fine. We'll get the Dwarf Warriors chasing. You guys can just go here. Let's pull back. Okay, so what do we have left here? We have some Slayers. We can just kind of dogpile the Slayers in there, honestly, and fight. And do we have Runes of Wrath and Ruin we can use on anyone? Yeah, we'll use on these Wild Riders. Yeah, I think he's got this one. Yeah, the Organ Gun just didn't do much. I think that, like, against a very good player like that, it's going to cost you. But yeah, he's certainly very good with his Elves. Alright, so let's get you guys going. Gyrocopter's doing some harassing, but let's actually pull them back to the back. I mean, Slayers might be able to pull out some magic. I still do have both my Lords. His ammo is, like, the big thing that's, like, kind of... Once he runs out of ammo, I guess he doesn't have much left, to be honest. So let's go ahead and start shooting these Wild Riders again. And let's collapse onto these War Dancers, and we have the duel of all duels. So what does he have that's healthy in melee? These Eternal Guard are somewhat healthy, yeah. So we're going to charge in here. Wild Riders, we should be able to push off with steam cannons. God, the ammo on those guys. I need to just kind of like... Yeah, so we broke those, which is good. I think we just go interrupt the missiles now. We just go back with the gyros. Drop some bombs on these guys. Okay, so we need to pull some... Oh, that was a lag spike. Goodness gracious. The Slayers might be able to hold firm. And let's drop some bombs here on those guys. That was a good bomb. So let's actually pull back with the gyros and see if we can get the tree. We don't have too many Slayers left, unfortunately, but maybe there's a chance. So now we attack the tree in the back here. See if we can kind of like pin him in place. Let's get these guys going. Those Dwarf Warriors need to get over there. He's almost out of ammo, which is really good for us. I'm not sure what that is. Eternal Guard. Oh, Flesh to Stone, yeah. We'll hit him with the Rune of Wrath and Ruin. Come on. Hold, Dwarves, hold. Gyrocopters might come back. Okay, he's about out of ammo. These Dwarf Warriors here actually coming in is very, very clutch. So we need to move around with this guy a little bit. Flesh to Stone certainly helps out, but the Slayers, I don't know if they're going to hold. Oh my god, Slayers, come on. Oh, and the Dwarf Warriors actually make it in. I mean, he just has archers here. Oh, and the Gyrocopters come back. It's actually pretty good. So 15 Slayers here, that's so crazy. The Dwarves do have that magic resist, which is quite useful. Oh no, the Gyrocopter broke again. Damn, that was probably what I would have needed to get him here. Oh, the tree man's shaking. There's literally 10 Slayers fighting here, guys. Oh my god. Oh, what a game. God damn. God damn. Alright, Gyrocopter come in, shoot him. Oh, it's a terror route. Okay, so he'll actually come back from that, believe it or not. Not getting those Wild Riders off the battlefield too. Man, he did such a good job rallying those guys. GG. That was a good game. That was down to the frickin' wire. Man. Yeah, the organ gun didn't pay off, brothers. GG, Dowie. It was a good game, though. It was really good. I know. Couldn't quite get him. Alright, I should probably stop because my hands are giving me a little grief. But yeah, his build was good. It was good. And I think this build was good, too. I just think cutting the organ gun, maybe. He was out of position, too. My positioning with it was very poor. Alright. GG, Falcon. Super well played, brother. Gotta rest hands. That was a good one. That was really good. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have done those games, but I just, the energy was here. See you in the finals, brother. Good luck to you. Good man. All right, and that's the champ himself, the Dark Lord Falcon, coming into the grand final. So, guys, what can I say? Today was quite a day. I must admit. You got to see a bunch of games, some cool show matches at the end that were very, very close and fun. And guys, let's start from the top with donations. So we have Vampsy with a sponsorship, the first of the day. Brandon Carlson with the 5. Tiamat64 with the 5. Cedric Tremley with 5. Justin Schaefer with the 2. Rando Howard with the fat 10. And some new members as well. So we got Magic D and Tamonten. Farragon coming out with the Erect 50 midstream. Another $2. Jason with the 199. Getting things rolling with the incentivizing. Hayden Mosier, a new sponsor here on the channel. Welcome, Hayden. Colm Corbeck, of course, coming in pretty rock hard today. And then the first 100 of the day, Farragon with the 100. Colm Corbeck following in suit. And Jason Denny. Just slaying it. Just going in. Wild. Rado. He gave me the sword. He was the gentleman who said, you have my sword. Valnir 19 with 100 as well. Wicked D. HSR 426. And Tamonten. Alisar 20. Freeway all the way with 200 SEK. Evanuel 200 DKK. Sofa Muncher. Oh my god, this is like crazy. Oh man, we're capping it like this. Tamonten with 100. And he also donated another bunch in PayPal. Gojira. Farragon again. Jesters with 100. Join the train for the Emperor. Colm Corbeck with another 2. Matthew Galindo with 5. Ego with the 20S. Every time I hear Egos, my mouth like waters a little bit. The Lizard Viking with 2. Alfie Kliss with 199. Colm Corbeck with the hundo. Fuck, man, that's so crazy. Tamonten. Farragon again. Jonathan Anderson with the 100 SEK. Lorenzo Blues with the 20. Ehrlich with the 40. Freeway all the way. Again, Goat Warlock. Colm Corbeck with another 20. And the Pop-Tart Man, who was quite happy about seeing his dwarves. I know, it's like reading a book. How are you watching this in 140? Yeah, those games are really good. These games are really good. And then, guys, we have some PayPal donations. So 100 Canadian from Adam. And then we have another 5 from him. Oh my god, there's so many. Gert coming in with the 39 euros. Gert de Walsh. Hopefully I don't anger your name. Mr. Houtziger, who also donated on Super Chat. Thomas Prochaska. Oh man, I'm on my laptop. It's hard to see. My laptop screen's so small. $10 there. Dominic Heller. The rock hard. 100 euros from Dominic. That's like 120 or 130 bucks. God damn. Christian Broden with the 20s. William Jameson. Oh my god, you guys are with a 15. And Michael Sisti via PayPal for the 5. I think I got them all. Oh my god. Jesus. The book of donations. Dude, I should start another one. All right, guys. So the finals are set. The die is cast. The brackets are as follows. We have Zyphos, XMT El Halcon. Oh, Falcon's XMT too. How could I mess that up? Romulan Dog, Falcon, Wereja. Chief is from Clan BB, if I'm not mistaken. So let's go ahead and get the clan tags in there. I think it's cool to represent your clan in like a finals of a tournament, right? Lotus Moon, Wereja, and Zyphos is Zyphos in a clan? I'm getting that Jaime hand, dudes. I'm getting that sweet Jaime hand, that Jaime Lannister hand. No, guys, I gotta rest the pause. Like even just using the mouse, those games with Falcon really taxed it. Like I shouldn't have done those, but you know I couldn't resist. It's always so fun playing him. Yeah, Romulan. Somebody in chat said you were XMT. Okay, I didn't think so. Like some XMT member must have just been trolling. Okay. Farragon 77.6 stream. Good luck with the MRI. Thank you, man. See you, Farragon. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, we changed that. I was going to say, Romulan, since when did you join that clan? Zyphos is ODM? Okay. I knew he was in a clan. I was pretty sure it was ODM, but oh my god. Well, guys, I don't know. I feel like this stream should just be never ending. So guys, here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna confirm with all the players and do a poll. I'm gonna do a poll right now on the YouTube community section about whether Everchosen should be 1 or 2 days, and then from there, we are going to dictate the finals. It'll probably be, I don't know. I doubt it'll be next weekend because I don't think everybody will be free. It'll be sometime in the next 3 weeks, the grand finals, and then as soon as the grand finals is over for the Eternal Challenger Season 2 series, we are going to move on and do a new tournament series on the channel, which is going to be a league, and it's going to be called the World Cup Series. So we're going to have a World Cup where I haven't worked out the exact format yet, but you guys get a spoiler since it's since we're all here. It's going to be a World Cup series where there's going to be teams from a ton of different countries. And each country, the players have to be from that country. Obviously, there's going to be Team USA, Team France, Team Germany, Team Russia, Team China, Team Korea. There's going to be several players from each team. Now, I haven't worked out the exact format yet, but there's going to be a World Cup. And we're really going to like hype it up, and it's going to be really good. So the World Cup series will be happening relatively soon. So that's next after we finish Eternal Challenger League Season 2, which is going to be good. All right, guys. Again, I just want to sincerely thank everyone for the very generous donations today. I will go get my Jaime Lannister gold hand, but it is actually going to be robotic and be able to click. It's not going to be stiff like his. Tomorrow, we are going to have a video going up, which is if they made a Warhammer Fantasy movie, who the actors would be. Team UK will be up in there. Team UK. It's going to be really fun. So there's going to be a team, whatever country can muster enough players. It's either going to be four players per country, I think is what we'll do. So I'm not sure how we're going to do it yet. But it's going to be really fun. Dude, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, maybe we'll have tryouts. Yeah, tryouts would be cool. ECL Season 3 will start as soon as the next content drop happens. I don't know when that's going to be, so... But the final is going to be in the next 2 weekends. There will be details on the channel. I'll be announcing it and everything, so you guys can rest assured. Some teams will just bring huge lag. Oh my god. It'll be sometime in the next couple weeks. All right, guys. Sincerely, thank you again for all the generous donations. That is seriously some life-changing generosity you guys showed today. I appreciate it as always. Content will be pouring out this next week. Life is good. And we will see you guys in the next couple days. Cheers.